What up, Wargamers? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Stos, and today I have Alessandro with me.
Hi, everyone.
And we are back to have another game of Warhammer 6th edition. That's right. We are delving back into 6th edition, the king of editions. Yeah, boys, we're doing it. I know some of my channel people will be absolutely cheering to see 6th edition back, and we're doing it, guys. It's back. And today it is going to be 2,000 points of the Empire versus
the Vampire Counts.
Ooh, very good. It is the Realms of Men versus the Dead Men. Very cool. A classic matchup. So I'll be throwing out my Grudgebringer Mercenary Company versus the filthy lands of the dead coming to invade Empire in one of their pushes into the Realms of Men. Super cool. Super stoked on that. Now, Alessandro has traveled from Italy, Rome, to have a game. He was traveling for a friend's wedding, is that correct?
Right. And
very cool.
I wish to again congratulate my friends who got married yesterday, Jess and Sam. And so again, guys, congratulations. It was amazing to be there and to be part of your wedding. So thank you again. So
cool. Congratulations, Jess and Sam. A marriage is also a time of celebration, so awesome, guys. Well done. And thank you so much for reaching out and coming in to have a game, dude.
Thank you for hosting.
No, you're most welcome. So Alessandro just hit me up on the Rogue Element Gaming Facebook page. He sent me a message through there letting me know that he would be traveling through Australia on these dates and asked if we could have a game, and I was like, absolutely we can. So we sorted it out and we're doing it. Yes! I'm super keen. That's so cool. So I have added one new model to my Empire army, which you will get to see in just a moment. And yeah, Alessandro is going to be generaling my vampire counts against them. So should be fun. You have had some experience playing vampire counts, yeah?
I had, and I'm looking forward to our clash.
Yes, amazing. But you will get to see all of that in just a minute, guys. Now, if you are interested in coming in and having a game with me on the channel, like Alessandro, feel free to hit me up on the Rogue Element Gaming Facebook page. Send me a message there, or message me on my Instagram as well.
It works. I can testify that it works.
It works. I respond. Classic. So yeah, if you're interested, guys, if you're traveling through Australia or if you're local to Australia, Brisbane, and you want to come and have a game, let me know and we'll get something sorted out. If you enjoy the videos, guys, don't forget, go through those YouTube things, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, leave a comment at the end, tell me if you enjoyed it or if we've gotten things wrong. That kind of stuff is always helpful and helps with the great algorithm that is going to continue to push this channel out to ever greater audiences. So if you want to help the channel out, those are some good ways to do it. If you want to go the extra mile and support the channel in a financial way, consider becoming a channel member. My channel members are absolutely the driving force behind the growth of the equipment, the models, the battle mats, all of the new stuff that's been slowly getting added recently is coming straight from my channel members. So a huge, huge thank you to all of my current, past, present channel members. Love you so much, guys. Thank you so much for supporting. And if you want to, that's the way to do it. But without any further ado, we'll have a look at the armies, we'll have a look at the table, and then we will get this underway. And here we have my 2,000 point list of the Empire of Man. And this army is styled after the 1990s games, Shadow of the Horned Rat and Dark Omen, and it is the Grudgebringer Mercenary Company. Now, I'm just going to give a quick shout out because this army was 3D printed, painted, and unbelievably generously gifted to me and the channel by a fine gentleman by the name of Grayson Brill. So Grayson, thank you so much, mate. If you're watching, here they are again, back in 6th edition that they were, made for. They're back on the table, mate. The Grudgebringers, come! All right, so starting out with the general, we are of course being led by Morgan Bernhardt, the leader of the Grudgebringer Company, and he is being played as a Templar Grand Master today. He is going to be armed with full plate, a shield. He rides a barded warhorse. He holds the Sword of Power, which gives him +2 strength. So, I'd like to think that extra power is coming from the sword bursting into flames as he swings it, his classic Grudgebringer sword. And he also has a Holy Relic, giving him the 4-up ward save. There he is, Morgan Bernhardt. All right, we have his 2IC, Lieutenant Shepke, who is going to be run as a captain this game. He holds the Battle Standard Bearer, or he's bearing the Battle Standard. He's got the Armor of Meteoric Iron, giving him a 1-up armor save, a Sword of Might, giving him +1 strength, and the banner that he holds aloft is the War Banner, giving the unit +1 to their combat res in combat. Moving along, we have a level 2 Bright Wizard, Luther Flamestrike, and he is going to have a Dispel Scroll. And then we have a level 2 Amber Wizard, Alor, who has nothing. He's going in naked, like the filthy savage he is. Alright, that's the heroes. Moving into the core of the army, we have 10 Huntsmen. These guys are Johann Keeler's Longbowmen. They do have the longbows and have been upgraded to the Huntsmen to give them scouts. We've got 19 Grudgebringer Infantry. These are just Empire Swordsmen, Hand Weapon Shield, Light Armor, and they've just got the Duelist and Musician in terms of command. They are going to have a little detachment of Sven Karlsson's House Swordsmen, which will just be, again, just Empire Swordsmen, and just 9 of them. Alright, coming to the big unit of the army, it is the Grudgebringer Cavalry. These are going to be getting run as Inner Circle Knights. They come with their full kit, full command, and they're going to have the Steel Standard, giving them +D3 to their charge move. We also have 6 of Sven Karlsson's House Cavalry, and these will just be a knightly order unit with full command. Going into the back ranks, we have the Grudgebringer Crossbowmen with full command, being led by Corporal Fletcher. We have an Empire Great Cannon. And then moving into the rear, this is my new unit for the army, freshly painted, which, is ominous for something that has the propensity to misfire. It is the Hellblaster Volley Gun. Keen to see how that goes. And then lastly, 15 Flagellants being led by their Doom Caller, Eusebio the Bleak. And there it is. There it is, that is my 2,000 points of the Mercenary Grudgebringer Company. And here we have the 2,000 point list of the vampire counts that Alessandro is running against me today. Alright, take us through it, mate.
Sure. We have Dragislav von Kurs. He's gonna be the general. He's a level 2 wizard. He's equipped with a great weapon. He has Red Fury, which gives him +1 attack.
Beautiful.
He has the Crown of the Damned, so he has a 4+ ward, and he's also stupid.
The crown whispers to Dragislav.
And he also has the Flayed Hobart, which gives him a +1 armor save.
Yeah, beautiful.
1+ armor save.
Indeed.
Then, moving next, we have Kaiser Blackhand. He's a level 2 wizard, and he's equipped with the Book of Arcan that contains the Van Elt's Dance Macabre bound spell.
Very nice.
And he has a Dispel Scroll.
Very good, Kaiser.
Then we have Grigori the Rotten. That is a level 2 wizard and holds a Power Familiar.
Very nice, getting that extra power dice back from the lost one of the Blood Dragon Knight. Very nice.
And next we have a Wraith, which is equipped with the Cursed Book, which makes anyone within 6 inches from it have a hit with a -1.
Very cool. Cool to see a Wraith on the channel, and Alessandro has brought this model all the way from Rome to represent his Wraith today. So
yeah,
well
a Roman Wraith.
Very nice.
Then moving next to the troops, we have 5 Direwolves.
Very good, the Bark Bark Boys.
Then we have 19 zombies with a standard.
Yes, nice, the rotting boys.
We have 20 skellies with spears and light armor and shield. And they have also a champion and a standard, no musician.
Very nice, skelly boys.
We have 25 graveguard, full command and shields. And they are equipped with the Banner of the Barrows that allows them to hit always on a 3+.
Yeah, it feels like the right choice for the Graveguard. Very nice, the elite, staunch unit.
We have 6 Black Knights, full command, mounting barded steeds, and they are equipped with the War Banner, which adds +1 to combat res.
Very good, the blackest of knights.
Then we have 2 bases of Spirit Hosts.
Very nice, the Spirit Boys, the spooky lads.
And then we have, of course, 3 Fellbats.
Gotta have the flap bats, they're such a good utility unit. Very nice. Alessandro has written this list. I sent him photos of my collection, and he's written this up to face me. It's a scary list. It's a spooky list. Let's see how it goes. That is the 2,000 points of the Vampire Counts. Rolling up the spells for the Imperial Wizards, starting with Luther Flamestrike, rolling on the bright magic. Here we go. He's got 2 spells because he is a level 2. Yeah. Getting a 4 and 5. Interesting. He's getting Burning Head and Conflagration of Doom. Burning Head is not that great. It's an 18-inch straight line, and everything underneath it takes a strength 4 hit. Conflagration of Doom sounds like a bit of fun. It is an 11+ for a level 2, but I'll keep the Conflagration and take Fireball instead. So 24-inch magic missile, D6 strength 4 hits, and then something very similar, except it can target anyone on the table, and there's the potential for them to just continually taking extra hits on a roll-off. That's pretty cool, not too bad. Fire magic for the Fire Wizard. And then we have, oh god, what's this guy's name? Alor, yes, Alor, the Amber Wizard, and he's going on the Law of Beasts. Now, not a lot of this is actually very good for me. There's only a few that I want. Let's see if I get them. Hiya! We got Corvus Crow's Feast and Kinos the Beast Cowers. No, thank you. We will instead take the buckos, or maybe Bukos, the Oxen Stands, which allows a unit to immediately rally from fleeing. So that could be very useful, and another decent magic missile. Sweet! Not too shabby. Those are the spells for the Imperial Wizards. Rolling up the spells for the Vampire and Necromancer filth. Starting with Sir Dragislav. He is a level 2, so he does still get 2 spells. Let's see it, sir.
Let's see.
Ooh, a 4 and 5.
Gaze of Nagash and Van Elstad's. Huh. This is already a difficult one.
I know.
I'm changing the Gaze of Nagash with a little bit of regret, but I'm taking the Invocation of Nehek for Dragislav.
Very
so he's
good.
gonna have the Invocation of Nehek and the Van Helden's Macabre.
Very nice. I would have made the same choice. All right, and now for Kaiser.
Let's see what Kaiser's gonna have.
Ooh, a 1 and a 2. That 2 is not what you wanted.
That's definitely bad.
Indeed, bad news bears for Kaiser. Hand of Dust and Invocation. All right, come on. Let's see what we get for the last one.
Grigori, I want a Gaze of Nagash for you. Give it to me.
Yeah,
Yes!
there it is. Very nice.
And
we
of
get the
course,
gaze.
The Hellish Vigor will be turned into an invocation.
Yeah,
So
makes
Grigori
sense.
is gonna have Gaze of Nagash and Invocation of Nagash.
Very good. In the end, you made the right choice, mate, because without this Van Hell's Dance, you would have just had the bound one. So
Yeah.
I think this was the right choice, sir.
Yeah.
A good spread of spells, and there it is. That is the powers of necromancy for the Vampire Counts.
A darkness has fallen over the lands of the Empire. Villages whisper of desecrated graves and empty tombs. Of dire wolves stalking the roads and swarms of bats filling the skies. Of the dead, once more walking the old world. the Elector Count of Stirland calls for aid and enlists the help of the Grudgebringer Mercenary Company. Morgan Bernhardt, captain of the Grudgebringers, prepares to defend the realms of men against the very hands of death itself.
And here we are, all set up and deployed for this match between the valorous men and the dead men. So we are just playing a straight pitched battle today, just because we felt like playing something nice and simple. So yes, just a pitched battle clash. So let's have a look at the table and the terrain pieces that we got. This is a brand new battle mat, first game that I've had with it on the channel, and I think it fits nicely for, you know, the realms of men. You know, we've obviously had a lot of tracking through this area. It kind of looks like it's, you know, maybe even a little settlement, so we have kind of styled it as such. We're obviously defending an imperial province here. So we randomly generated most of the terrain. I did make sure that a couple of buildings came out because I wanted this to be an Empire defense game. But otherwise, we randomly generated the rest. And what we got is what you see. We got a couple of woods. We got a couple of hills, both of them in Vampire Count's deployment zone. Boo! Yes, very good. So as we, you know, randomly generated these things from the back of the 6th edition book, the vampires generated 2 hills. Amazing! And I generated some woods. So good. Love that. So no hills for the Empire to stand upon and defend. And yes, then we've got a tower and a nice little, you know, fortified manor over here in the corner. And then big open killing grounds in the middle. Whoa! And then obviously just a few things scattered around to fill it out and make it look like a nice little lived-in hamlet. So things to remember for my YouTube channel is I do allow marching through difficult terrain. It still halves your movement as per usual, but marching is allowed. That's the battlefield. Let's have a look at deployment. So, going down the lines of the men, on the far left flank we have Sven Karlsson's cavalry ready to dash around the tower to get into a flanking position, potentially. Then we have the Grudgebringer cavalry, my inner circle knights, led by Morgan Bernhardt himself. We've got Alor, the wizard, nestled in between the cavalry and the detachment of swordsmen. We've got the Grudgebringer infantry, and then the, what are these guys? Flagellants, got the Flagellants, the Hellblaster volley gun, the big unit of Grudgebringer crossbowmen, which, you know, unfortunately not having a hill, have had to deploy wide on their front ranks. Joining that unit, we have Luther Flamestrike, and then we've got my archers, Keeler's longbowmen, and then up in the top of the tower of the fortified manor is my cannon. So, unfortunately, I was not able to scout place these guys somewhere interesting because Alessandro deployed effectively, limiting their position. So I just whacked them out here basically to protect, you know, protect the manor from potential flap bats. Alessandro, can you take me through the lines of the dead, please, sir?
Sure. Again, starting from your left, we have the Black Knights over here, trying possibly to confront your cavalry over there.
Indeed.
We have the zombies. We have the unit of skeletons, which was joined by Dragislav himself.
Indeed.
We have the spirit hosts over here. We have behind them there is the grave guard, and in that unit there is the wraith, and there is also Grigori. Then we have the dire wolves. We have Kaisars, who is looking for tasty mushrooms in the woods.
Very good. Looking for things to put in his tinctures.
And then we have on the extreme side of the ranks, there are the Fellbats.
The Fellbats, the flap bats, coming at my poor beautiful cannon, which I'm attempting to screen with lots of shooting things. Interesting. The lines of battle are drawn and death shall reign. Amazing. So yes, this is deployment, this is the battlefield, and that was the narrative. All that is left is to roll for first turn. Now, because the scouts were not part of the official drops in terms of, who finished deploying first, it was the Empire of Man that did finish first. So I'll be getting a +1 to this roll-off. All right, Alessandro, good luck and Godspeed! And it ends up as a 4 to a 1.
A miserable one.
Indeed. So we will be coming back with Empire turn 1. Empire turn 1. Movement phase, no charges to declare because turn 1, so this is where everything is now. And this is where everything ends up. All right, I have just done some very minor moves and shuffles because I am the defending army here with the shooting superiority. So this unit has moved out to the side and wheeled a bit. Alor has pushed his way forward a bit, hopefully getting to within 24 inches of casting range. These 3 units mildly moved and shuffled. Luther Flamestrike has popped his way out of the unit just over to here, again looking to get into range for casting things. And that's it. I've done a little bit of moving, and now it's time for the magic phase. Oh, it's been a while since I've had a magic phase. This is a bit of fun. So let's build a power pool. So I start out with 2 dice for showing up and being here in the old world, saturated by the winds of magic. And then I have 2 for my level 2 Alor, and 2 for my level 2 Bright Wizard, Luther Flamestrike. All right, Alessandro, can you build me your power pool, please, sir?
I have 2 base. I have 1 for each of my level 2 wizards.
Indeed.
And then I have an extra dice for my power familiar.
Ah, of course, very nice.
I'm gonna have 6.
Ah, it's 6 to 6. It's going to be hard for the Imperial wizards from the Imperial colleges of magic to be able to get much off against these filthy necromancers. But damn it, they're going to try. I will start with Alor, and he is going to attempt a Corvo's the Crow's Feast. It is cast on a 7+. I'm going to use 3 dice. Hurrah! Oh, very good, and I do get it on an 11, sir. Would you like to oppose me?
I will try to dispel with 4.
Oh, he's going the 4 dice. Very good, sir. Yes, with authority. Boom! The magic is held back.
3 would have been enough.
Yeah, indeed.
Anyway.
From Alor. And then, I am just going to attempt a fireball from Luther Flamestrike, and I'm going to be targeting the fell bats, and I'm just going to use 3 dice, needing a 7+. Hurrah! Oh, mate, and again, an 11. An 11 on the dice.
D6 strength 4, right?
D6 strength 4 hits, correct.
I'm trying to dispel with 2. I don't really feel like using a dispel scroll for a 1d6 strength 4 hits.
That's fair, mate. All right, well, let's see it.
I hope that the god of the dice will help me. Come on.
Needing the double 6.
Yeah.
No.
I got a single 6.
A 6. Half of what was needed. Very good. All right, so we are conjuring a fireball from this bright wizard. Whoom! Coming out to the fell bats. We're getting D6 strength 4 hits. How many of them? How large is this ball of fire? A single hit. Lovely. Strength 4, 2 toughness 3.
Should we check if it was in range?
Oh, that is a very good point. Let's have a look-see.
Yeah.
Yes, we are in range. Amazing. That little move out of the unit got me there where I needed to be. Love that. Strength 4, toughness 3, we wound on a 3. Excellent. A single wound does come through. I'll grab your little red dice for that.
Yeah, okay.
Rocking and rolling into the shooting phase, and guess range weapons first. We've got a cannon up in the tower here, and we are shooting it all the way diagonally along the field at these black knights, because from the angle that we have, if we aim right to the front corner of that knight, we can bounce through 3 of them. And killing 3 black knights would be pretty spicy. Now, it's been a while since I've had to guess range anything, so I'm pretty dubious about how I did here. But I have guessed 36 inches to the corner, trying to land, a bit further out. I've tried to land roughly, 10 inches away, thereabouts. So let's see how I did. Alessandro, help me out with the measurement here, sir.
Yeah, sure.
I have undermeasured by a metric mile. That is, oh boy, that is very bad. Thank you, sir. Landing up right here initially, I'm basically going to need 2 10s to get through. So
or maybe a misfire.
Yeah, or maybe that. Settle down, Alessandro. Settle down. All right. So this is the initial point where we have, cranked the cannon to try and land. The engineers have not quite been on it. The cannon crew are rusty, and we're going to go an extra. Boom! 8 inches forward. Not a bad start.
Not bad.
Not a bad start. I'm about 10 inches away now, so with another roll of a 10, I should get 1. Let's see, come on, 10. It lands there and it bounces. 6 inches forward. Methinks not. No dice, no love. A significant undershoot for the first round, but all right, 36 is somewhere right there. Good to know. All right, I've still got some other things to shoot. Now, the Hellblaster volley gun only has a 24-inch range, and I don't think Alessandro deployed on the line, so I'm not going to risk a turn 1 misfire by throwing 3 artillery dice to shoot at nothing. But I do have some longbowmen and some crossbowmen. So, let's start with the longbowmen. Alright, they are in range, so it's going to be 6s to hit because -1 for long range and -1 for shooting at skirmishes. The longbowman. Oh wait, I've got a marksman in there, and that is Johann Keeler, the marksman, so he will hit on a 5. He missed. Very good, Johann. And the rest of them on 6s. All very good. I do get 2 out of the bunch. Strength 3 longbows to toughness 3 bat. We wound on 4s. Yes, and I put down the wounded bat. Excellent.
Yep.
A fine start. Crossbowmen are also going to target the fell bats. Let's have a look if they're all in range. All right, these 2 guys on the end are out of range, but the remaining 10 are in range. One of them is a marksman. This is Corporal Fletcher. And he is going to be hitting on a 5. Fletcher? Yes, Fletcher hits. Amazing. And the rest of them also hitting on 6s for range and skirmish. Nothing. That's sad. Just the Corporal. Well done, Corporal. Wounding on a 3 because strength 4 crossbow. Very good. We do put a wound in. Another wound comes through. That was a bit unlucky. I should have gotten at least another 6 there, but hey, such is life. Swings and roundabouts. That's it. I've shot all my shots. All the things have, shuffled forward somewhat. Just because the shuffle. But that is it. That is the end of Empire. Turn 1. Vampire counts turn 1. No charges to declare?
No charges to declare.
Very good, sir. So that brings us once again to remaining moves. This is where everything is now. And this is where everything ends up. All right, Alessandro, give me your wrap-up, please, sir.
Sure. On this side, the knights have pushed ahead a little bit. But just a little bit because they don't really want to be in charging range of those guys over there.
Indeed.
My zombies and my skeleton in the middle marched. The spirit host marched and the graveguard marched also. Couldn't go all its movement, but as much as it could. The direwolves here also marched, and the fellbats moved as much as they could towards, that area over there.
That guy.
And, probably that guy.
That guy.
Yeah. We also had forgotten the Dragislav stupidity test. We took it off camera, and it was brilliantly passed.
Indeed, double 1 in fact.
Yeah.
Yep. So he is he hears not the whispers from the crown at this point. Yeah. He is all his own vampire.
He's not bothered by that.
Not at all.
Yeah.
That's the movement phase done. Old Kaiser stayed still in the woods over there. So we move on to the vampiric magic phase, sir. All right, build me your power pool, please.
Sure.
Alessandro.
We have 2 dice for being in the Warhammer world.
Indeed.
2 dice from Grigori the Rotten.
Well, 3 dice from him.
Or actually, yeah, because he has the power familiar.
Indeed.
2 dice from Kaiser. And 1 single dice because of Dragislav.
Indeed, he
Being
is a blood dragon. Yes, they are more about the martial prowess. So what does that give you? 8?
It gives me 8.
Spicy. I have 2 dice for being here, and then 1 dice each for my level 2s, giving me 4. It is 4 versus 8 in terms of magic dice. Now, do you know what you want to start with, sir?
Yep, I would probably start with an invocation of Nehek.
Yeah, makes sense.
I would really like to reinforce this unit a little bit.
The zombies?
Yeah.
Unexpected,
yeah.
very
because
good.
They have the knights in front of them.
That
so,
they do.
Yeah, I mean, it's a situation where I don't feel very comfortable just with 19 of them.
That's fair.
So I will try the 7+.
Fantastic. Who's casting it? Just for, the off chance of double one miscasts, we do need to know.
I would say that probably Dragislav himself is going to cast.
Very good. Going for the 7+ on 2d6. Gets it with a 9.
Yeah.
You can have it, sir. I will not oppose you.
So I'm getting 10 more zombies.
10 zombies.
8 + 2.
Yeah, very good. Here they come. And there they are, swollen above their starting size, the dead that have been, felled and buried around this little outpost, busting up through the earth, drawn by the unholy magics.
Exactly.
What's next, mate?
With 3 dice, Dragislav is trying to cast Van Elsdance Macabre on the Direwolves.
Ooh, very good.
We need a 9 here. Let's see if we get it. We do get it.
You get it on a 9. Oh, you scumdog. God damn it. Do I throw dice at it? I kinda need these dogs not to be charging my lines. So, you know what, mate? I'm going to use my Dispel Scroll at this stage and just say, no thank you. Because you don't get to have my Hellblaster before it gets to shoot. I'm sorry. So my one and only scroll is spent turn 1. Makes me sad. All right, what's next, mate?
With the remaining 3 dice, Grigori would attempt to cast Gaze of Nagash towards the... what's his name?
Him?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Because he's like first on the lines, so
oh no.
he can be targeted.
I guess so, yeah. He stepped out in the front.
Yeah.
That was a mistake. Is he the closest model though? Does he have to be the closest model? So we can't actually target Alor with the Gaze of Nagash because he's actually can't be seen because we can't see around the spirit hosts. He's also not the closest target, with these ones probably being closer, but once we figured out that he couldn't actually be seen because of the vision arc, we're going to have to move on. So what are we doing?
With 2 dice, Grigori is attempting to an invocation of Nehek.
Very good.
For a new unit of 2d6 + 2 zombies, so
Ooh.
we are attempting it on a 7+.
Okay, looking for the 7+ on 2 dice. No luck.
No luck.
Very good.
1 remaining die. I have Kaiser over here.
Indeed, lurking in the woods.
Who is, well, I think the only thing he can probably do is try again to invocate a new unit of zombies.
Correct.
Within 12. So I'm trying to an invocation at 3.
No.
Very unlucky.
No luck, no love. Now, you do still have the Book of Arcane.
I have the Book of Arcane, and I'm trying to use it.
Very good. Well, I will try to dispel it, and I'll use 2 dice, just needing a 3+. So anything but a double 1 should be fine.
Yeah.
Please? Yes, and we do. Fine. We dispel it.
And let's see if it will function again.
Indeed.
Or if it...
Oh, no! No, Alessandra, no!
Brutal, very brutal.
Mate, Max brutal. The Book of Arcane crumbles in his wizened hands as it attempts to be spelled, and old, what's his name? Luther Flamestrike obviously holds back the magic and bursts the book into flames in his hands.
Kaiser was distracted by some interesting mushroom in the woods.
Those mushrooms, mate. Stay away from the mushrooms.
And didn't cope with the magic concentration by Luther.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, brutal.
Well, yeah.
A super unlucky magic phase.
Not the first magic phase that I hoped for.
No, certainly not. You got a lot of zombies.
I got
some
a lot of
zombies,
zombies.
and you drew out my Dispel Scroll, so...
Yeah, that was also something.
That's
You're
pretty
correct,
good.
Correct.
But that's it. There is no combat and there's no shooting for the old vampires, so that is the end of Vampire Counts. Turn 1. Empire, turn 2. Still no charges to declare, so we are going straight into remaining moves. This is where the army is now. And this is where everything ends up. Alright, right out here on the left flank, I have pushed forward to such a range that I've hoped that I've put myself within a 14-inch straightforward charge, and that maybe because the Black Knights would need to wheel to a point that it wouldn't be 14 for them. That's my plan there. That's the hopes. But whether I've eyeballed that correctly or not is yet to be seen. Ugh, it's stressful. The whole center line has shifted out to the left somewhat, basically just wheeling and pushing and wheeling and pushing. And from the Hellblaster to the right, we've stayed still, hoping that magic and shooting can get rid of the threats that are right in my face. So, speaking of magic, we are back for another round of the Imperial Colleges of Magic. And I am going to start off with a 3-dice fireball from Luther Flamestrike into those fell bats. Fireball is a 5+, going for 3 dice. Hurrah! And I do get it, sir. I get it on a 9.
I will try with 3.
3 dice to dispel, looking for a 10.
Actually, for a 9 too.
Is it equal?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it had to exceed. Okay,
No.
looking for a 9. Oh, and he gets it just! Son of a gun, meeting my 9 with a 9, and there it goes. And then I'm going to attempt a conflagration of doom with Luther Flamestrike, needing an 11, and again just targeting the fellbacks. Come on, conflagration, give me a double 6. Give me the irresistible force, come on! I don't get it, but I do get the spell off on a 13, mate. A 13. Do you dare? Do you roll the dice or does the scroll come?
I'll use the scroll.
We're using the scroll?
Yeah.
Very good, sir. The final scroll, well, the only scroll, is used, which means no more scrolls. No more
Yeah.
scrolls for the game.
Let's see if I would have made.
What
maybe?
would the fates have said? You would have done it?
No,
Classic.
actually, no, I wouldn't because
Isn't that?
would, no. I
Yeah,
would.
that's a 13. Yeah.
Terrible.
Ah, classic.
Oh my God.
Classic. All right. Well, very good. I got rid of the scroll. Yeah. That brings us into the shooting phase. My magic phase was effectively stymied. Well done, sir. We're going to start out with guess ranges first, cannon first. I'm going to look at some ranges. All right, we are going for the same objective of clipping into 3 of those Black Knights, and I have gone with 44 inches this time, so giving myself an extra, what is that, 8 inches? You know what, I'll go 46, give myself an extra 10. 46 inches, let's see how I did. Landing right here originally, still a little bit short for my liking. I think I would have liked another 2 inches forward to be really happy, but such is life. I need, again, a couple of decent rolls on this artillery dice. So they crank up the crank, they use their little abacus to figure out what they're shooting at, and an extra 8 inches forward initially, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Fantastic, that is where the cannonball has landed. A reasonable roll here will fill my objective. Hoyo! 2 inches! I reckon I'm gonna hit one of them. Boo! I do get one of them. I bounce, boom, and bang, straight onto the very front corner one there. We're strength 10 cannon that ignores armor saves. They're toughness 4. We are going to splint a bone on a 2. Fantastic. So yes, one Black Knight goes bang as the ball bounces and slams into its horse, just shattering bone and old bronzed armor. No cries, no whinnies, but just very good. I did a thing. Good job, Cannon. Alright, now let's do some longbowmen. 10 longbowmen, short range this time, so just -1 for skirmishes. We're going to start with Johann Keeler himself, the marksman. He would usually be hitting on 3s, so he is hitting on 4s. Damn it, Johann. Johann's been drinking. And then the rest of Keeler's Longbowmen hitting on... Oh, wait, one of those. One of those was an artillery dice. Hitting on 5s. Ooh, we have gotten a total of 3. Not bad. That seems like a fairly statistical roll. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. Very nice. We have 1 on 1 wound remaining.
Very bad.
Not too shabby. Not
At
enough.
all.
Not enough to kill the unit, but enough to effectively neuter them. Then we're coming down to Fletcher's crossbowmen. 12 shots coming straight into the dire wolves. All under half range, so hitting on 4s, but we're starting out with Corporal Fletcher hitting on 3s. Ah, Fletcher, damn it, mate. And the rest, oh dear, dropped dice. Never count, ladies and gentlemen, these big dice, these small hands, hitting on 4s. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely under the average. 4 hits. Wounding on 3s, killing on 3s because strength 4 to tough 3. Very good. We do just kill 4 of them outright. Whoa. Good job, crossbows. Leaving 1 bark dog remaining. And now here's the question. Am I using 3 barrels of a Hellblaster volley gun to kill 1 dog? I don't think so, because I don't. I'm probably willing to lose a crewman to a charging dog. So yeah, I think I'll ignore him, and I will instead attempt to shoot at the Graveguard this turn. Let's see if I'm in range, mate. 24 inches. We are in range. Amazing. This is my first time shooting the freshly painted Hellblaster volley gun, which is an ill omen to say the least. So we are going to be rolling this artillery dice 3 times. Now, because I'm shooting over 12 inches, the amount that I'm rolling here will be halved, and that is the amount of automatic hits going through. However, you know, I've got 3 opportunities to roll that oh so miserable misfire. So let's see the freshly painted boys, the new crew, fresh out of the gunnery school. And they crank up the machine and they take aim, and 2 shots, so 1 shot for the first blast, and 1 shot for the second, and 10 for the last. Not bad. I got through it without a misfire, not too bad, but 7 hits shots in total. Yeah. Strength 4 at long range, so wounding on 4s. Oh yeah? Oh, 2 wounds in total, at -2, sir. So
it would be
6 up armor saves?
Yeah, 6 up, yeah.
2 6 up armor saves, because -2.
I would like to see at least 1 saved.
Bring him over here for me. No, a couple of Guardians of the Grave do get turned into bone meal and shattered plate armor. Yeah. As boom, 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 the first volley of the Hellblaster comes out. Yes, well done.
Could have been worse.
Absolutely. On both of our sides.
Yeah, exactly.
Could have been much worse. I think we're both breathing a sigh of relief after that one.
Yeah.
Cool. I think that's all my shooting done. Not bad. I've, essentially neutered my 2 major threats, but they are still there. And I've killed a couple of Guardians of the Grave. All right, but that is it. That is the end of Empire. Turn 2. Vampire counts. Turn 2, movement phase, charges to declare, and we've got some.
We do.
What are we doing, mate?
So the bat will attempt to charge not the cannon, but is going against the wizard and trying to weaken your magic power in order for my necromancer, especially this one who I haven't seen very into the game, to do something. Very good indeed. The Hail Mary flight of the bat. The dire wolf will charge, of course, the cannon. Of course. I don't know how effective he will be, but still we're trying to do something. Gotta try. And here, after very long pondering, the Black Knights are trying to charge that unit over there and see if they are in range.
Indeed, and honestly, since killing that last one, I think they are. We talked about this a little bit already. I thought, I'd been using my movement to put myself at 14 going straight, knowing that for him, he had to wheel to get past the tower here to be able to get it. So I was banking on the fact that I was going straight and he was having to do a significant wheel. But after losing that model, the wheel has become less. So I think in killing that Black Knight, I've given him the charge there, but we will have to measure it to find out. Now, I have charge reactions to go through. That's a 20-inch charge. I would need a very reasonable run to get out of dodge, so he's just going to have to stand and take it. The cannon crew will also hold and take the charge of the dire wolf. This one, do I turn tail and flee? Now, if I flee, I'm going to be coming, 3d6 inches back here somewhere, and they'll move forward a failed charge, and then I rally, and then maybe they're just in range to charge me again, essentially forcing me off the board. So I think I just have to like it or lump it, and I'm going to lump it and take the charge, because I don't think fleeing actually helps me there. So we're holding, the men of the Empire will hold. We'll measure these up and we'll be back. So we'll move charges, we'll measure it all, and then we'll go into remaining moves. So this is where everything is now. Oh, wait. Stupidity. Yes, that was close. Leadership 9 should be fine. Should be fine.
I hope not to get a high roll here.
No. He's all good.
He's all right.
Yes, he ignores the chattering of the crown of the crown of the damned. So this is where it all is now, and this is where everything ends up. All right, Alessandro, give me the wrap up, mate.
Sure. The Felbat charged the wizard.
Indeed.
And we will have a fear check.
Yeah, we'll just do it now. Yeah, go on. Hey-ya! 6. He is all
He's
good.
All right.
Yep.
The direwolf charged into the cannon.
Yep, and another leadership check. 8. Methinks I've failed. I don't think I'm within range of the general. So we are going to be hitting on 6s. That's a big deal.
And here the knights succeeded in their charge.
Yep, I eyeballed that incorrectly. I went about 3/4 of an inch too far forward. Even if I hadn't removed that guy, I went too far forward. So eyeballed incorrectly. Leadership 9 from the general. They are all good there. But, there goes Carlson's cavalry. A big mistake for Christos. Sad. And then
here, basically everything pushed forward. The zombies are basically calling the knights for a charge.
Yeah, indeed.
And here I'm just trying to push forward and to arrive in combat ASAP, because I don't really want to be under fire for
turns on end.
Yeah, for too long still. So,
that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, that's movement phase done, mate. It's magic time. You've still got your 8 dice.
My 8 dice.
And I've still got my 4. Do you know what you want to start with?
So, Kaiser here is trying an invocation of Nehek at 7+ to create a new unit of D6 + 2 zombies.
Fantastic.
2d6 + 2 zombies.
Yep, all right, looking for the 7+.
Yeah.
Getting a 5. No love, no luck.
With 3d6, Grigori over there is attempting to cast a Gaze of Nagash onto the flagellants.
Onto the flagellants. All right, 3d6. Going for Gaze. Oh, mate. God.
Very well.
God.
Very well.
The dice are taunting you, my friend.
Yeah,
this is brutal. Okay, yep. Yeah, there it is. The dice giveth, and the dice taketh away.
Especially take it away.
Oh, mate. It feels that way. All right, last 3 dice. What are we doing?
With the last 3 dice, Grigori will attempt, again on a 7+, to create a new unit of 2d6 + 2 zombies.
All right, looking for more zombies. Oh, double 1. That's a miscast. Miscast Alessandro. No. Oh.
The gods of the undead. Nagash is definitely against me.
Absolutely against you.
He has some issues with me. Yeah.
God. All right, we're going to get the book out. Rolling on the miscast table. What happens to poor Grigori the Rotting? What does he get, mate?
Let's see. 7.
Seven can't be
yeah,
too bad.
No, I think maybe he can't cast spell for this magic phase or
Yeah,
something.
exactly, yes. The caster loses control of his spell and struggles to keep the magical energies in check. He cannot cast any more spells in this magic phase. It was the last spell anyway, could have been much worse.
I have 1 dice left, but for him it was the last spell, yes.
Oh, you had a dice left?
I have a dice,
Oh,
yeah.
excuse
And,
me.
yeah, I'm gonna do much with this against your 4 dice, but still, why? At least with 1 dice I cannot miscast.
That's right, mate.
So Dragislav is attempting an invocation of Nehek
Very good.
on 3+, of course, to spruce up his unit.
Very good. Can he get some skeletons on a 3? No,
No,
of course not. Of course
he
not.
can.
Why would he at this point? Blah. Ah, that was not what you want from a magic phase, ladies and gentlemen.
Not
all
really,
right.
but I mean,
It's combat time, though.
It's combat
and
time.
we have a plethora of
Yeah.
combats. Where would you like to start?
let's start from our friend the Fellbat.
Very good. Let's get in tight on him. There he is, the flap bat, screeching at the loss of his bat-like friends.
Yeah.
He has screamed his way into my poor wizard. All right, mate. You got 2 attacks.
2 attacks.
Weapon skill 3.
3.
I am also weapon skill 3.
So we are
Hitting
going
on 4s.
fours.
Thank you. Oh, mate, you've stuck the landing. 2 hits. It is strength 3 to toughness 3. It's going to be 4s to wound him.
I would love to get that
Mate.
double 5 again.
A pair of 4+ sees
Yeah.
him dead. But you have done a wound, mate.
Yeah.
1 wound does come through as the bat swoops in, striking him viciously.
Not enough, unfortunately.
I feel like I've probably only got 1 attack as a wizard.
Yeah.
I would be hitting you on 4's back. You know, he's slamming out with his staff, or he pulls the sword. He missed. Very good. So I do lose combat there. I will be needing to do a leadership test at -1 at the end of this phase. Good to know.
Let's go to our
yes.
friend the dire wolf.
Yes, the wolf letting out a ghastly gurgling howl, charges forward. He will have weapon skill 3.
Weapon skill 3.
Indeed, he'll be hitting on 4s, mate. No,
He does.
he misses. Very good. Comes loping forward, but misses his initial snarling attack. I've got 3 attacks. I'm hitting on 6s because we're quaking in our little empire booties. On 6s? We do get a hit. Amazing. Wounding on a 4, and we do. We just butcher it on its way in.
Yeah, not very effective.
Killing it utterly. It was really the only choice for it at that point.
Yeah.
So you tried, mate. He ran in, but was butchered by the crew of the gunnery school. And now the big one.
The big one.
The big one. The one that is going to be very bad for me. The blackest of knights come charging in. You know, patinaed bronze plates clanking with a silent charge. This little man tooting his horn somehow, just holding it up into the wind. All right, mate. Do you want to declare a challenge?
I don't really feel that I do.
Okay, I will.
Then
Carlson's cavalry does bark out
And
a
I
challenge.
will have to accept it.
Very good. Because heck yeah.
So-
all right, mate. So you go first because you charged. You've got 2 attacks.
Yeah, I have weapon skill 3.
I have weapon skill 4.
So-
You still will be hitting on 4s,
on
mate.
4s.
Very
good.
Your horse can still strike.
Yes, it has weapon skill, I guess, 3
Probably
as well.
I reckon probably
Not
2.
2.
Yep. But still hitting on 4s. It hits. Very nice. Strength 3. So wounding on 4s. Oh, it does the wound. I will have a 2-up armor save for full plate, barded, mounted, and shield. Don't go down to the horse, you brave man! No!
Yes!
No! Oh! Boo.
My brave
Brave
undead
steed.
horse, yes. That does what his rider cannot do.
Indeed, just kicks this man, rears up with the skeletal legs and bang, knocks him down, crushing him underfoot, breaking his neck, and probably the spirit of the unit. All right, mate, the rest of your unit, which will be 4
Other
guys.
4 attacks,
Yep.
yes. So we are again hitting
On 4s. Very good, getting 3 hits, mate.
3.
Yeah, 1 above the average. Love that.
So we have
Wounding
strength
on
6.
2s. Strength 6 to toughness 3. Very good. That is 3 wounds. It's a 4-up armor save. -3 to my 1-up armor save. Come on, we need to see some 4-ups here. Tank the Lancers, boys. Raise your shields! No, oh, God! 3 of them just get dropped to the Lancers on the charge. Oh, boy. Okay, Carson's
I'm getting
cavalry.
back some of my credit now.
Yeah, you are. And then it'll be the 4 horses,
Right.
mate.
Yes.
The 4 horses of the apocalypse on 4s. Very good.
No.
They all missed. I'll have...
They were all amazed looking at what the other horse did.
Yeah, exactly. Spending the whole time completely
Yeah.
just like, oh! 2 men striking back on 3s. Very good, getting 2 hits. But striking, wounding on 5s, because strength 3 to toughness 4. Grave Guard. They're tough wights of old. No wounds. 2 horses on 4s. Very good. And 5s. Oh, horse wounds, mate. 2 up armor save. 1? No, it clanks off. All right, bud. You did 4 wounds. You've got a banner with the war banner, and you outnumber. I have a banner. I am losing by 6. The general is nearby. He is leadership 9, down to leadership 3. Can they hold? Can they hold in the oh wait, don't even get to do a leadership test. I lost combat, we break automatically.
Yeah.
I almost forgot the 6th edition fear rule. Very good, we will flee, sir. 3d6 inches, would you like to chase?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. All right, can we get away? We are gonna flee. Hua! Ooh, yes, a total of 10 inches. Bring it over here for me. You do not catch them. You will be going forward 7. All right, we'll get these guys placed. And that is where those units end up, fleeing, dropping our standard as we break in close combat, and the unit 3 inches behind. A spicy meatball! And now a very important panic check or break check for this wizard. He is leadership 7. He lost the combat by 1. He's down to leadership 6. Can he hold? Does his nerve break after this bat swoops in, wounding him, taking half of his wounds? He's almost dead at this point. It's wounded him grievously. Will he run in the face of this assault, or will he stand his ground? Leadership 6! No, 12. He is running, mate. Now, before we actually do the break tests, we've got some panics here. This is a big deal. Johann Keeler's boys might panic and run from this. Leadership 7. They're all good. The crossbows are also fine. So they care not that he has lost his nerve, but he has, and that's a big deal. He's running 2d6 inches away. Do you want to chase?
Yeah,
of course
I
you
do.
do. Of course
I really
you do.
do.
I need a big run here. Run! 6 inches? Can you roll a 6 on 3d6? That is the
I hope I
question.
can.
You can,
Yeah,
mate. What did you roll there? 14?
14.
All right, you're going off the board more than likely.
Yeah.
But you have killed and run down Luther Flamestrike in the attempt. Let's get this guy moved. And the Fellbat exits the battlefield right here, running down Luther Flamestrike, slashing him with his talons, tearing out his throat, and continuing to flap his way past. A sad day for the Empire. But such is life. A good turn, breaking and, not quite chasing down, but, chasing off the knights on the left flank, killing a wizard, a solid turn, if having a very bad magic face.
Yeah, I was partially compensated.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah.
But that is the end of Vampire Counts Turn 2. Empire Turn 3, charges to declare, and I do have one. It's time we sound the horn, and the Grudgebringer cavalry are going to charge headlong into the wall of rotting meat that is those zombies, most likely to end up being bogged down for the entirety of the game, which is a bit sad. Oh, do I think that's an 8-inch charge? Maybe I should just turn around and deal with them. Nah, stick with it. Stick with the plan. Charging the zombies. Now, because there is a Grand Master in a unit of knightly orders, or in this case, Inner Circle Knights, the whole unit is immune to psychology, so we do not need to do a fear test. To make this charge, we fear the dead not, and we will charge them. And that's the only charge I've got. So, after declare charges and before move charges, we rally fleeing troops. or maybe it's move charges, then rally fleeing troops. Either way, they're going to be moved. These guys still have a musician in here. We are leadership 8 up to leadership 9 / the generals nearby. Yeah. Indeed, and we will rally, ready to take another charge from the Grave Guard. It at least gives them something to do for another turn rather than just turning and preparing to take the rest of my army. So that's something. And then we're going to go on to move charges / remaining moves. So this is where the army is now. And this is where everything ends up. The boys, the charge of the Grudgebringer cavalry has slammed into the zombies. I have moved up with my 3 units of infantry in such a way that I hope I have gained some sort of advantage. Or at least, you know, blocked my flank from being able to be charged. In fact, they weren't even in my flank in terms of a charge. But my hope is that, you know, we're not going to be charging my unit here with them, and so he will charge the parent unit. And perhaps I get to do my fun little detachment thing. Yeah! And the unbreakable block of flagellants, you know, running forward, chanting that the end times are here and that Sigmar is waiting for them. They've run forward looking for their doom. And that's it, everyone else is chilling. So, it's time to go to a magic phase, and it is a sadly reduced magic phase for the colleges of magic over here. I'm down to 4 dice, 2 for being here and 2 for Alor. And I am going to attempt a 3 dice Corvus, the Crow's Feast, throw in a magic missile into the skeletons. Needing a 7+. Give me a double 6. Do it! No, but I do get it on a 9, sir.
I dispel with 4.
Very good. I'm looking for a double 1 from you, Alessandro.
I think that I have already got enough double 1s, right?
That's pretty fair, mate. Apparently not enough. Oh, mate, one more. Rough, buddy. But yay, I got a spell off, even though I've got one wizard.
I don't have to speak anymore about double 1s.
Indeed,
apparently.
maybe not. Classic. So, you know, he conjures these ethereal, magical crows that have just come flocking down, swooping at the skeletal unit, doing 2d6 strength 3 hits. 2d6 of them. For 6. Just 1 below average. Wounding on 4s. Not too shabby. Get an average roll there. 3 of them, sir. Light armor and shield will net you a 5-up armor save. Oh, thank you. Saving 1. Very good. Another statistical roll. 1 in 3 is saved, but 2 skeletons. Boom. Go down. Crumble to the assault of the crows pecking and swooping.
Yeah.
Lovely. All right, that's magic phase done. We're going into the shooting phase. I need to look at some ranges here. All right, I have picked my target and guessed my range. I am continuing to pick on these knights because they have made me sad. And if I can kill a few more of them before they charge into my friends, who knows what can happen. And I have I'm sticking with my last measurement of 46 inches. That should get me a little bit closer because the angle isn't there. At least that says my maths. Let's see how I've done. All right, 46 inches got me right here on the back edge of the dice initially. So a 10 will land on the other side of them. An 8 will be putting it on right that guy and maybe getting me 2. Let's see. Really, I want like a 4 here and then a 6 or 10. Let's see. So they've cranked it up. The abacus has come out. They've pulled out their little geometry things. And how much gunpowder did they pack in the tube? For an extra 4. Not too shabby.
Terrible.
4 inches puts it right there, again on the back edge of the dice, / right on the edge of the tray. It is the tray there. All right, now I need the big one. Now I need a 10. Come on. The bounce, the fated bounce. The cannonball comes out, slams into the ground right in front of the knights. And 2 inches. Looks like I'm gonna get 2. No, just 1. 1 night. Sadness and despair. Thank you, sir. We kill a knight on a 2+, and sure enough, 1 more knight gets smashed to smithereens by the cannonball. Just not a big enough bounce. That makes
You
me
were
sad.
unlucky this time.
Indeed, mate. At least, I kind of...
The
felt the
guessing
guess was all
very
right.
good, very good.
Yeah, but the dice say no, and so say the dice.
They said no many times to me.
They did, mate. That they did. That is the cannon. I do have some shooting, and I've got some fabulous shots coming right through the gaps here. Of these tiny little gaps, I can get some shots. So like
maybe
this,
some of them passing through the spirit hosts.
Exactly, straight through the ghosts. But this whole unit can draw line of sight to the grave guard. Half of the front rank here, or slash more, like the going from the champion outwards, can draw line of sight to the grave guard. So I'm going to quickly just check range for Keeler's longbowmen. 8 of them are in range, and 1 of them is Johann Keeler. And I feel like he's maybe been getting a bit of stage fright from always going first, so he's going to go after the boys this time. He's going to get a bit of range finding from the boys. He'll be like, go lads, take your shots. It is over half range, so they are going to be hitting on 5s. Ooh, yes, getting 2 hits. And then Johann on 4s. Yeah, Johann. That's all he needed. He needed just a little bit of pressure off him. He's, he crumbles under pressure.
Right.
Exactly. He saw, the fall of his friend's arrows. He's like, oh, all right, that's the wind.
That's what I need to shoot.
Exactly. Got a little finger in the wind, and it worked out. We are strength 3, toughness 4, grave guard. Wounding them on 5s. 2 wounds though, mate.
Wow.
Look at that. No AP, so 4 up armor saves for heavy armor and shield. If you want to just behind them's fine. Whoa. A single save, but a grave guardian does fall. Lovely.
Good shot.
Every grave guard is precious. I like to think that was Johann.
It's very precious.
All right, and then we're going 7 of Corporal Fletcher's crossbowmen. Corporal Fletcher is no slouch. He's going to shoot first, needing a 4. He slouches. Fletcher.
Maybe he should shoot after the other
Yeah,
ones
maybe. He needs to take a page out of old Johann's book. The rest of them needing 5s. Oof, okay. Good work there, boys. Oh boy. Unfortunately, the Hellblaster cannot draw line of sight to the Graveguard, but it can draw line of sight to the skeletons with Dragislav within it. So it's going to try. These boys are fresh out of fighting and stabbing a filthy direwolf. They've cleaned off their little stabby knives, and they're ready to get back on the great machine. Let's see how they do. The first roll will be an 8. Very good. Now we're definitely over 12, so this will be a 4. And, 1 is 5 and 10. Amazing for a total of 10 hits. Love that.
Terrible.
10 hits as the barrels unload. Boom, 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 boom. As these little cannonballs just smash through the ranks, smashing into bone. We are strength 4. They are toughness 3. Oh, drop dice never count. We're wounding on 3s. Ooh, I see a good amount of 1s and 2s. Oh my god. That's a lot of 1s and 2s, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a lot.
3 wounds, sir, at -2, which will just mean 6 up armor saves. Oh no, sorry, light armor and shield. So just 3 of them.
So you just
3 of them.
down 3 of my skellies.
Yep, that was very disappointing. Cannon, very disappointing. Good salvo, but just not doing the wounds. We were unfortunately smashing off little, elbows and things.
Twice used, no misfire.
Hey man, that's been incredibly lucky.
Yeah.
Can't be sad about that.
Yeah.
That's my shooting phase done. It's time for combat. It's time for glorious combat as the Grudgebringer cavalry, led by Morgan Bernhardt himself, comes slamming in, sounding the war horn. For the Empire! For the Grudgebringers! Enemy sighted. And they smash into the front rank of the zombies. All right, let's see if we can do some big damage. Morgan Bernhardt, as a Templar Grandmaster, has 4 attacks. He is weapon skill 6 to the weapon skill 2 of a zombie. We are going to be hitting them on 3s. Very nice. A fantastic start for Morgan. He swings out his Grudgebringer sword bursting in flame as he starts hewing through zombies, hitting 4 times. His Grudgebringer blade, or in this case the Sword of Power, gives him +2 strength. So strength 6, toughness 3. We are hewing on 2s. Very nice. He puts down 4 zombies all by himself.
Oh my goodness.
Good job, Morgan. That's the kind of stuff we want to see a general do. Then there is going to be 6 of his inner circle knights, or his Grudgebringer cavalry, as it were. 5 of them and a champion. We are going to be hitting them on 3s, lowering the lancers. Boom! Missing 1. Oh boy. The big damage and strength 6, so wounding on 2s. 1-1 is rolled. Another 4 zombies get smashed down by the lancers. We've got 6 horses coming in next, hitting on 3s with the hooves. Ooh, yep, okay, the horses, not so good, getting a single hit. And 4s, nothing for the horses, sad. All right, mate, so you don't get to strike back because I have crumbled the first rank.
And the second too.
And the second. Very good. So we did 8 wounds. 8 wounds.
Yes.
We have a rank and a banner.
And outnumber.
And outnumber. Amazing. Now you do have 3 ranks.
And a banner.
And a banner. You are crumbling a further 7, sir. And that is how the unit ends up being smashed in the front by the horses, the lancers, and Morgan Bernhardt himself. We've killed half the unit.
15 zombies in a single turn.
Very good. 8 from slaying, and then the rest from crumbling, as you know, the integral, the death forces that, you know, feed off fear and death, holding them together, are shaken by the buoyed spirits and bravery of the men smashing into them. Yeah.
At the end of the day, zombies are there for this job, right?
Exactly they are. The charge is blunted at this point, so
they get invocated just to die again.
Indeed, mate. But still, a glorious charge.
Indeed.
But that is it. That is the end of Empire. Turn 3. Vampire counts. Turn 3. Charges to declare. And we've got some.
We do.
Tell me about them, Alessandra.
The knights are charging those 2 remaining knights over there.
Indeed, my poor
Knights,
Sven Carlsen's house cavalry.
Then we have here, these 2 units are charging the infantry over there.
Yep, the Grudgebringer infantry. Very nice.
And then the spirits host are taking their chances against the flagellants.
Very good. Very good. Well, I think... No, I'm just going to hold. Just going to hold. So, that means some fear checks need to come out. So, firstly, this unit...
I actually also have a stupidity check.
Oh, of course. Oh, it'd be amazing if that failed right now.
And honestly... well, let me speak later, because
the dice taketh. All right, mate. Leadership 9. Should be fine. Ah, very good. On an 8. So good.
Thanks, Nagash.
So I have some fear checks. Leadership 9, and this is in fact a terror test because I'm being charged by a terror causer within that unit. Whew. Leadership 9. 8, very good. Leadership 8 over here. Yes, the bravery.
Fine.
They are ready. Oh dear, they're ready to sell their lives to the last man. They're ready to tie up for their fallen brethren. Sweet, we've passed our fear checks. Love to see it. That would bring us on to move charges and remaining moves. So this is where everything is now. And this is where it all ends up. And now, before we just quickly go into the wrap-up, I have something to say, and that is that I rolled my detachment's leadership test off camera, and they failed it. They rolled a 10, because they still needed to make a leadership test to be able to actually do their supporting charge, or their counter charge, as it's called, and it failed. Maximum misery and despair. It's the first time I've been like, I think I've managed to set it up in such a way that my detachment will get to do it. Failed. So sad. But please, sir, give me your wrap-up.
Sure. The knights have charge over here.
Amazing.
Both my graveguard and the skeletons have charged into the infantry.
Oh boy.
The spirit host charged into the flagellants.
Indeed.
And the Fellbat is trying to go check if there is a back door over there and maybe knock and see who opens.
It is the one that knocks.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
good.
Exactly.
So yes, all of the charges went off.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean,
Sad for
I would have
Christos.
also been interested in seeing how it went.
How
but
it went there, but
I
no,
know.
such is life. That's the way she goes.
The detachment didn't share our desires.
Indeed, mate. All right, it's magic phase time,
It's
mate.
magic phase. So again, I'm having my 2 base. Dragislav 1, Power Familiar, Kaiser, and Grigori. So I'm getting my 8 dice.
Still got the 8, and I am down to 3. All right, mate. What do you want to start with? I see some invocations of Nehek in my future.
I really think that, yeah, you will probably see them. So I would say that Grigori is trying with 3 dice to cast an invocation of Nehek on this unit.
On the zombies.
Yeah,
Very good.
To increase their ranks.
Yep, makes sense. Let's see how many you get. Just over here, if you wouldn't mind,
yeah,
my friend. Oh, 7. You get it.
Ooh.
Just.
Yeah, I got it with some spiciness,
Yeah,
right?
no doubt, mate. Well, look, I reckon that's probably going to be one of your lower rolls, so I think I have to try to oppose it, even though it is just the zombies. But if I can get through the zombies, I get my big unit free. So,
Yeah.
no more zombies, please. No, I rolled a 6. Sad. All right, mate. 2d6 plus 2.
Let's see how it goes.
Oh, okay.
Crunchy 5.
A crunchy 5 zombies added back to the ranks.
Well, you know what? I think that Dragislav will try to cast the same spell.
Very good.
Exactly the same.
All right, mate. 3d6. Again,
here,
looking for that 7.
I'm looking for it.
And he gets it just. Oh, my god. You can see how trying it on 2 dice was
Yeah.
perhaps a bit greedy.
Well, but that's average, no?
Yeah, no, and it is average, but it doesn't always
Yeah,
work
but
out
I think
that
all
way.
the times that I tried with 2 dice, I got it once.
Yeah,
So
exactly, mate.
I was prepared not to get it always,
yeah, but
but
not.
I wasn't prepared not to getting it ever. you
That's
know?
fair. Another 2d6 plus 2 zombies. Oh, mate, for another 5. No, yes,
Yeah,
yes, another 5.
Another crunchy 5.
Well, still, the unit,
Yeah.
just got 10 zombies back, and I killed a total of what?
15.
15 on the charge, so
So yeah, probably it will last a bit.
probably till turn 6, mate. Probably till turn 6.
Then I have 2 remaining dice, and Kaiser is trying to cast again on 7 an invocation.
Okay.
To try to summon a new unit of zombie.
Sweet.
Let's see.
Just over here for me.
Yeah. Actually, I'm coming.
Oh,
here,
sure.
So it's easier for you.
Yeah,
Hey.
mate, he gets it. Amazing.
He gets it.
On the 7, 2d6 plus 2.
10.
Oh, very
That's
nice.
a good one.
That's a bloody good one. We'll be back with some zombies getting placed on the field. And 10 zombies bust up out of the earth right behind my flagellants. The first one being placed here within 18, and then the unit being built out around him. And there they are. Oh boy. Oh boy, the dead. They're mobbing me. That's magic phase done. It's combat time, sir. And we again have a bunch of combats to choose from. Where would you like to start?
Let's start from the knights.
The knights! Very good, my friend. Well, it's going to be 5 attacks.
all are all. They are all in contact.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. 5 attacks, just here for me.
Yeah.
Looking
4
at
plus.
4s to hit. Mate, a single hit.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Spicy.
Yep. 2s to wound, lancers on the charge. Very good.
One.
I have a 1-up armor save, which is negative by 3. 4 up. Off the metal? No. Very good. 1 man does go down, leaving just the musician tooting his horn. And then it would
the
be...
horses will attack.
Absolutely. 4 horses.
4 plus.
2 of
2
them.
of them.
Wounding on 4s. No.
No.
I will get to strike back, sir.
Of course you will.
Indeed. Hitting on 3s. Very good.
No.
And the horse.
The horse.
Miss it. Very good. All right. Well, you've got a banner, outnumber, and a wound. I am losing by 3. Leadership 8 goes to 5. Hoyo. We are going to break. Oh wait. Again, I wouldn't even actually get to choose. I lost, outnumbered by by the people. We are running 3d6 inches. Would you like to chase?
Yes.
Very good. I am going to go off the board. And you, sir?
I hope the same.
Indeed,
Maybe,
going
maybe.
9, 10, 11?
11. I would say so.
Looks like off the board to me. Definitely. And they are leaving the table right there, coming back in turn 4, Vampire Counts. Very nice. That combat is resolved. Where do you want to go next? The zombies?
Please,
All
sir.
right.
Please help yourself.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We are going to start off again with Morgan Bernhardt hitting on 3s. He misses 1 this round, and then slaying on 2s with his flaming sword. He kills 3. 3 zombies are hewn like wheat to the scythe. And then 6 attacks from the Grudgebringer cavalry on 3s. Very good, wow. Well done, boys. And they are strength 4 base because they are inner circle knights. They wound on 3s. Not too shabby. 3 of them go down. And then it will be 6 horses. And you know what? We're doing Morgan Bernhardt's horse separately. The White Stallion hits.
Ooh.
Nah, damn. And the rest of the flailing hooves on 3s. Very good. And 4s for strength. Oh, very nice.
Wow.
We kill another 3 zombies with the horses this round. A strong little hit. All right, mate, how many did I kill?
9, I think more than when you charged.
Yeah, that's crazy. The horses did some work this time. 9 kills. We have banner, rank, and outnumber.
Right.
You still have 2 ranks?
I had 3 at the start.
Ah, yes, of course, it's at the start, of course. 3 ranks.
Plus banner.
And a banner. So we are crumbling by a further 6, 8, sir.
Whoa.
A strong crumble.
Yeah, that's very painful for me.
Indeed. So hopefully in my turn, before you get to raise them again, I may get to destroy this unit. But time will tell. A lot. That was a strong one from the knights.
Very strong.
All right, my friend. And now this. Now the dead. Well, actually, we can choose here. Do you want to do? Do you want to do the spirit hosts, or do you want to do the big combat?
Yeah, no, we can. No, let's give the big combat for last, so that our viewers.
Very good. Yes, a hungering for the final conflict.
Yeah.
So here it is, the spirit hosts, the ghostly apparitions, come slamming into the front rank of the men that fear nothing, because they know their doom is already upon them. All right, mate. Weapon skill 2.
2, we have 8 attacks.
Yep, hitting on 4s.
On 4s, right.
Okay. Looks like I see 3. 3. Strength 3. Wounding on 4s, mate. Oh, sorry, no, 5s. I am toughness 4 because of my like calloused, wounded skin. No wounds.
That's bad.
That is bad, my friend. So I have 2 ranks and outnumber. You are crumbling by 3. I can't.
1 base is remaining with just a single one.
Yes, exactly. Very much so. Because they are ethereal, only magic can hurt them. These are not magic flails and whips. So, just by the courage of the men that stand before them, again, it affects the deathly magic holding them together. And so they just start to disperse. Because death feeds on fear. And if there is no fear, then the magic starts to fade. Excellent, that went well for me.
Yeah.
Now this. Now the big one. The Grave Guard. And the vampire and the deathly death rattle skeletons come slamming into the stalwart humans, led by Lieutenant Shepke. Oh boy.
I have to say that Dragislav points his sword towards Lieutenant Shepke and hisses his challenge.
Amazing. I love that. Well, Lieutenant Shepke goes to draw his sword of might, preparing to step to the challenge. But the champion of the unit instead holds him back. Holds him back, saying, "No, Shepke, he's mine." So instead, I will accept with my unit champion, Shepki, champing at the bit, but is unable to be unleashed upon him yet. It's really the only way that I can see that I might be able to get through this combat.
Very disappointing by Shepki.
Yeah, look, I told you, he was keen. But the champion wants it more. All right, mate. Kill the poor champion. Put him down for his hubris and his bravery.
So, good old Dragislav has 4 attacks base,
Yes.
+1 because of his Red Fury.
Of course.
So,
And he's
weapon skill 9.
9, yep, to my weapon skill 4.
Yeah, so he's gonna hit on 3.
Indeed, my friend. Very good. Getting 3 out of the hits. Strength 7 with a great
7
weapon.
because of his great weapon.
Oh my
That's
god.
correct.
That's 2s, my friend. Oh, only 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Only 2
Only
wounds.
2.
But down goes the brave champion, taking one in the neck for Lieutenant Shepki. The first wound splits his shoulder down to his stomach, and then just because another wound comes through and lops his head off as the 2 halves go to fall apart. Amazing, gory, disgusting. And down goes the champion, the brave champion. All right, mate. Who's throwing next?
Well, we started with this unit, so I guess we can continue with it.
Fantastic. So there would only be one of them not making it to base contact.
Okay, so I have 4 other attacks. So skeletons, I think I have 2.
Yeah, weapon skill 2.
So I'm gonna hit for sure
On 4s. 2 hits. Strength 3 to toughness 3. We're wounding on 4s.
Again.
Oh, very nice. Pair of 6s. 2 wounds come through. Yep. We have light armor and shields and hand weapons, which means we are getting a 4-up armor save because light armor is 6-up, shield 5-up, and parry from this edition gives me a 4-up. Save it, boys. We do save 1, and 1 swordsman goes down. Boom, down goes one of the brave Grudgebringer infantry.
Then I would say that the Wraith can do its job.
Indeed.
With 2 attack, weapon skill 3, so I assume 4 again.
Correct. Getting 1 hit.
1,
and
strength 5 because of great weapon.
Yep, wounding on 2s from its great scythe. Ah,
No.
a 1.
He doesn't.
Brutal, okay. And then there's only 2 Graveguard in combat.
And they do not include the champion.
Nah, the champ's this guy right here.
So
2 attacks.
2 attacks hitting on 3s because of the banner of the barrels.
Indeed, my friend. Getting the hits. Strength 4, wounding on 3s.
We have 1 kill blow.
Yes, the killing blow. Just he raises the shield to try and block it, and it splits the shield, splits the armor, and clefts him in twain. The killing blow from the white blade. Love that. Right. Very cool. Very cool. 3 wounds in total. Well, 2 wounds from the champion, but 3 men are killed after all is said and done, which does leave me with the battle standard bearer and 1 other.
Yep.
So just for theme, I'm going to go the regular man first.
The Wraith has the cursed book, so he has a -1 to hit.
Very good, yes, -1. So we usually be hitting on 3s. We go to hitting on 4s because the cursed book is radiating dark energy, staying our blades and shaking our hands. Hitting on 4s. Nah, he misses. Yeah, it makes a difference. That would have been a hit. How dare he? And then Lieutenant Shepki, or Captain Shepki today, has 3 attacks. He would be hitting on 3s as well. Goes to 4s. I'm going to direct 1 of his attacks into the skeletal champion on 4s. Nope. And the other 2 into skeletons on 4s. Getting a single hit. He is strength 5. He's going to wound on a 2. Very good. He hews a skeleton. -2, which just means, I don't know.
They have shield, light armor, so
no.
Nothing.
1 goes down.
Yeah.
Very good. Now I'm assuming you chose spears so that you would be using them in later combats? Because you can use their hand weapon and shield or their spears.
Oh, okay. I'm using weapon and
hand weapon and shield.
So I will have
6
a 6.
up.
Yeah.
Very
No.
good.
Anyway.
One skeleton does go down to the Sword of Might from Shepke. Bam! Putting him down. I do lose the combat, and I am being significantly outnumbered. So I am breaking and running. Very sad. Very sad. I will be running. Do you want to chase?
I do.
Yep, with both.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Very good. All right, and I am going to run a total of 2d6 inches. For 6 inches. Can you beat it, sir?
Let's see the skeletons first.
The skeletons. Yes, drop dice never count. 6. So yes, the unit is utterly butchered
And let's
and
see
destroyed.
where the graveguard goes.
6
Another
inches
6.
as well.
So-
So the Graveguard are just going to come slamming, bump, into that unit there, and Dragoslav's unit similarly will go bonk and slam into this unit here. Now this unit actually does need to take a break check before that. In fact, they're immune to psychology, so they don't need to take a panic check, but these guys do. On leadership 9, they're okay. They'll stand their ground and get smashed by the unit. That's a big deal. I needed to roll enough to get away. I did not. Aw, sad times. So even though these two units couldn't actually chase them down because they rolled high enough, it's just assumed that as I turned to run, they just butchered them as they stepped forward. You know, they stumbled and ran in a disordered bunch, and they just surged forward, stabbing and hacking them. And so they fall, and so go the men of the Empire. Rough stuff, but such is life. All right, that's it. That's the end of the turn. Oh boy, it was a spicy one. But that is the end of Vampire Counts, turn 3. Empire, turn 4. Let's see if we can rise like an imperial phoenix from the ashes of Vampire Counts, turn 3. Probably not, but we're gonna try, damn it. It's declare charges. I don't have any. It's remaining moves. I don't know if I have any. Although, oh yes, no, I do have stuff to do. What is it, sir?
Oh, we have a fear check over here.
Yes, a fear check and a terror check.
I'm just wondering, didn't we have to take a panic check here when I destroyed the infantry?
Would
we were out
he
of
have
range.
been?
Yeah.
He probably would have been within 6. Let's do the panic check for him.
Okay.
He was all right on
Yeah,
an 8.
because there's the general.
Yep. So then we're going to do a fear check from being charged by this fear-causing unit, which would just be. I know they're outnumbered, which means they would break and flee if they fail. Leadership 9. They're okay. And then the terror check. The terror check, which will also have them breaking and fleeing at this point at the start of the turn, because there is a terror causer within 6 inches. Boys? 9, they pass. Oh my god. That one scared me. The general holds them there. The presence of Morgan Bernhardt, steals their nerve and
Gives
they
them
take
courage.
it. Indeed, at least for now. We are going to go straight into the magic phase at this point because I've got nothing to move. So here we are with my 3 dice. I'll try some crow's feast on these boys. I'll throw the 3 dice, needing a 7+. And I do get it, mate. I get it on 11.
Should I try with 4 or 5? Because, I mean, Mr. Double One is always...
Just waiting for you. Just around the corner. Oh, mate, you doing it?
I'm doing it.
He's risking it. He's balking the fates. Put it right here for me, sir. Yeah, very nice. Yes, you smash it. Holding back the weak magic that is left from the last the collegiate
Poor
wizard.
Alor is trying, to keep up, but it's difficult.
It's very difficult. It's an uphill battle for poor Alor. So that's magic phase done. We're going into the shooting phase. And this cannon up here is going to grape shot that filthy beast. We're going to pop a grape shot on it. So I'm going to be rolling a single artillery dice worth of strength 4 automatic hits. And 4 of them. Lovely. 4 shots of shrapnel-filled filth that they've packed into the cannon shoot out at that last fell bat as it comes swooping around behind the building, wounding on a 3. And sure enough, we blast it from the skies. The last of the last of the fellbats falls.
Well,
I mean, they did a bloody...
But he did his job.
Mate, Did a bloody good job.
Yeah.
Killing a bright wizard. Hell yeah. Let's shoot some bows and whatnot. So we're going to start with 10 of these boys. Oh, actually, I don't think one of them can see. 9 of them can draw line of sight. And we are going with the regular boys first. Over half range, hitting on 5s. Let fly the arrows. Very good. Getting a couple of hits. And then Johann Killer on 4s. Ah, Johann, damn you. We wound on 4s. 2 of those zombies cop arrows in the brain pan, and down they go. And then it's going to be my full rank of 12 crossbowmen. We're all at short range, so the initial 11 Grudgebringer crossbowmen hitting on 4s. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Not too bad. Looks like 5 hits of the 11. And then Corporal Fletcher, you have been the worst, mate. You haven't hit a single shot all game. Wounded on 3s. Well, not bad. Another 3 of them go down. Yep. There are still 5 zombies remaining. And we've still got a Hellblaster volley gun, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to once again unleash hell.
On these poor zombies.
That's right. Blast in the first barrel. Boom. Does 10. And we're definitely within 12 here.
I would say so,
the second barrel is 6 for 16, and the last one is 6 for 22. Spicy. I'm going to roll 11 dice twice. We are wounding on 2s. Didn't need them, they're gone. Because it is strength 5 at this range. Just vaporized that unit of zombies.
Their undead life was extremely short.
Indeed. Life is short, and apparently unlife can be short too.
Even shorter.
Indeed. Amazing. Alright, that's the shooting phase done. We vaporized the zombies. We got rid of the final fellbat. Fabulous. I love it. Let's start with this one. It's going to make me the saddest. So, we have Dragislav and the Spearman slamming into these poor man-at-arms. These Sven Carlson's house swordsmen here to help out.
I guess there's no one that Dragislav can challenge, right?
No, there's no champion in there, my friend. So you can just hack them apart mercilessly.
So Dragislav has his 5 attacks on 3s.
Correct. Oh, Dragislav is tired.
Dragislav is very tired. The unit champion has drained all his energies.
Indeed. And 2s, mate, because great weapon. Very good. 3 of them are just hacked apart in his red frenzy, or red fury, as it were. Boom, 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 hacks them down.
Then I have another 5 attacks for
Correct.
the troops, including the champion.
Now, are we using spears or hand weapons and shields?
No, you're using hand weapons and shields.
Very good.
So,
hitting on 4s.
Just
2 hits.
I got this crunchy 111.
Yep.
And then another 4s.
Indeed, sir. A single wound.
A single one.
And it will be a 4-up armor save for light armor, hand weapon, and parry. No, a 1. Another man does fall. You've killed 4, which means one of them can strike back, and it will strike back at the skeletal champion, because why the heck not? Hitting him on a 4? No, a 3. Hits him. Actually, it would be a 4. Yes, for that filthy book. And wounding on a 4. Do it! No, we cannot wound the skeleton. All right, sir, you've beaten me and outnumber me. I am auto-breaking. Would you like to pursue?
I would not, probably.
We're going to test to restrain?
Yeah, because I just, there's something over there that's a bit concerning for me. Yeah.
Yep, that's fair, mate. All right, testing to restrain on leadership 9. 10. The bloodlust is upon him, and he must chase them down. Classic. All right, I am going to turn tail and run a total of 8 inches, sir. Can you catch me? Oh, 3, 5. You cannot. Sad. All right, we'll get these boys moved. Actually, we've done the break check, but we will just actually leave them here until after. So I'm moving 8 inches.
There is some also panic over
there. That'll be a panic for him for sure. Yeah. We'll come back to that. Let's go to this one. Let's go over here to the Grave Guard Grigori, the ghosts and the flagellants, or flagellants. All right, mate, so these guys are going to be going first.
Is there a unique champion?
There is a unit champion. Do you dare challenge him?
I do dare to challenge him with my unit champion.
Very good, with the Crypt Keeper.
Exactly.
I will accept the challenge, sir, because mad if you don't. All right, you can strike first.
So I have 2 attacks hitting on 3 because of the
Banner of
barrel
the
again.
Barrows,
Yeah,
yeah.
banner of the barrels, right.
Damn, he gets them both. Wounding on 4s, sir.
Strength 4.
Ah, and you get them both. Eusebio the Bleak, the Doom Caller, goes down. Ah, sad.
And has an yeah.
Yes, and he is worth 2.
But you're unbreakable, so
Yeah, it's not going to mean
it's
much.
not gonna make much difference. Then I would say I have 1 left and
Yes,
plus
and Grigori.
So go with the Graveguard first.
Yep, hitting on 3s.
On 3s. Yes.
Winning on 4s.
On 4s.
No. And
Grigori, I guess he would probably need a 4. No, Flagellant has 2.
Yeah, weapon
it's
skill 2,
still,
so
it's still 3. because
Indeed, so
I think
weapon skill 3 for the Necromancer, so
So
hitting
it's
on
3.
3s. He
Yes.
hits, winning on 5s.
5s. Oh, that's tough.
No. And then the Spirit Hosts
I have 8 attacks.
on 4s. Actually, what's the weapon skill? Are they weapon skill 2 or 3?
I think weapon skill 2.
Oh, thank God. All right, we just lost 4 attacks there out of those.
Terrible.
But you do get 4 hits, mate.
And I
Wounding
need
on 5s.
5s.
Indeed, because of
I
the
would be
calloused
happy to
skin.
get 1 or maybe even 2. Let's see.
1.
Oh, not too bad.
1 is enough. Boom. You do get him. All right, so I will still have 2 guys on this side.
Yeah.
One of them can throw his attacks into Grigori. The other one, unfortunately, cannot. One of them in base contact. He will be hitting on 4s. No, hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big deal, because they are only weapon skill 2, little peasant men who have, been flagellating themselves mercilessly. Usually would be hitting on 4s, weapon skill 2 to weapon skill 3, goes to 5s for the Cursed Book. It's doing the work. 5s? Nah, he misses. And then 2 of them into the unit, again on 5s. Missing horrendously. All right, well, that's the combat. I lose, they're unbreakable. They stay right there. All right.
This combat is gonna last forever.
Yeah, it's gonna be there a while. And now this. Back to the Grudgebringer Cavalry and Morgan Bernhardt, churning through legions of zombies. Morgan will go first. He hits on 3s. Yes. He slays on 2s. Very good. 3 of them fall. And then there will be 6 attacks from the cavalry.
We can just remove them if you...
No, I'm rolling these dice, baby.
Okay.
The dice rolling part is the good ones when you're on the winning side. So we hit on 3s. Heck yeah. And 3s for strength 4 inner circle Grudgebringer Knights. Oh yes, we slay another 4 of them down.
Can we remove them?
No, the horses, mate.
Okay,
It's gotta be
let's
the
leave with the
horses.
battle standard over
Yes,
there.
yes, the last one is there. And Morgan's horse swings out with the hooves, hitting, and kills him. Yes, the horse puts him down. Well done, lads. Beautiful work.
I thought that the zombie would last a little bit longer, but I mean, this unit really did a great job.
It's done a bloody good job.
Yeah.
The Grudgebringer Cavalry.
Yeah.
They're the stars of the Grudgebringer Mercenary Company. All of the combats have been resolved. We need, before these guys do their movement, we need a panic check here from Alor. Leadership 9, the Grudgebringer is watching. No, he will flee. He'll flee directly away from the thing that caused the panic. We will go 2d6. And there he goes, running away from these poor men as they break and flee. And then we'll get these units moved, going 8 and 5. And that is where those 2 units end up breaking and fleeing. Well, slash the swordsman breaking and fleeing, and the vampire with bloodlust upon him surging forward. Perhaps, not exactly what he wants to be doing, but that is where he is.
Not really.
But that is it. That is the end of Empire. Turn 4. Vampire Counts, turn 4. You got to do it at least once, right? We have a charge that we could declare, but I don't think we want to.
But it's not going to be declared.
Nope, so no charges at this stage, which means we're just going straight to remaining moves as to what this unit with the vampire are going to do. So, this is where the vampire is now, and this is where the vampire and the knights, forgot about the knights, end up. All right, mate, give us a brief wrap-up of what you did.
Yeah, the knights basically came and moved forward, trying to, be in this area, which most likely things will happen here in the close future.
Indeed.
The knights have just turned around and pushed a little bit forward.
The skeletons,
yes. The skeletons, because they really don't like being too close to that thing.
That's fair. Yep, they definitely don't want to be in its short range.
Yeah, and the wraith has moved because, it was getting bored over there in the corner and wanted some movement in the middle of the battle.
Indeed, he's decided to move through the ranks to get into the fight here with the flagellants. Love it. All right. I kind of needed these guys to hold just so that I would have had an opportunity to charge. I'm not going to get that. I'm going to get charged by them instead, but such
we
is
forgot
life.
something important.
Oh, of course, the leadership test. Now would be the time to fail it, mate. Now would be the time, Alessandro. Come on. Leadership 9. Does the crown finally overcome the senses of the vampire? Oh God! Alessandro! Oh, brutal.
Yeah.
Mate.
Honesty doesn't always pay.
Oh, well, mate, you play like a gentleman. I forgot. You remembered. Well in, my friend. Those poor suckers are coming back 3 inches away from them.
Yeah.
God, boy. And that is where the unit ends up after it has, stumbled its 2 inches forward, its stupid trot forward. Old Dragoslav was finally overcome by the crown after his bloodlust chased down, for a moment his mental defenses went down and the crown got into his brain saying, further, vampire, go! And off he goes, continuing forward, completely out of position.
Very disappointing, Dragoslav.
Brutal, I know.
Very disappointing.
Finally succumbs to the whispers, and in this case, the shrieks of the crown.
Yeah.
So good. So rough. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Great drama though.
Especially for the Empire.
Very much so. Very much so, mate. So that's movement phase done. They moved. We sillied our way forward. It's magic phase time, my friend.
Yeah.
You've still got your 8. I've still got my 3.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
So Dragislav is gonna cast on his own unit with 3 dice an Invocation of Nehek.
Makes
sense.
sense.
7+ to try to spruce it a little bit with 2d6 new skeletons.
Indeed. Yes, easily with
an 11.
An 11. You can have it, my friend.
7.
7 more skeletons coming their way. And there they are, swollen with new dead, the skeletons of these guys that fell just bust out of their corpses, pulling themselves free from their fleshy carcasses to become the skeletons here. Gross, fantastic. All right, sir, what's next?
Next we have, with 2 dice, I'll probably say another Invocation of Nehek at 3+, that is cast by Grigori.
Yep.
Again on Dragislav's unit.
Very nice.
5.
A 5? I am going to have to let that go off because I think I've assessed what's coming.
Yeah, I think something is coming next, right?
Indeed.
So let's see.
For another D6 skellies, another 3. Let me fashion you with those, my friend.
Thank you so much. At least this unit has regained some kind of dignity.
Indeed, mate. Completing the back rank, swelling them further, greater than their initial size. All right, mate. Your last 3 dice, what are we doing?
Kaiser is casting hand of dust on himself. no, not really.
Very good.
So who has it? I guess this Dragislav.
It's
himself.
Dragislav that has the
Yes, he's
Van
casting
Hels.
Van Hels Dance Macabre on his own unit.
Very good, giving him an 8-inch move, which he can use to wheel, change formation, and do a bunch of stuff, which is very much what he wants to do.
what he would have liked to do if he were not stupid.
Indeed. All right, and what do you need for this?
A 9.
A 9, mate.
So we're
Good luck.
looking for a 9.
Oh, buddy, and you
we got
get
a good one.
huge dice. What is that?
15.
A 15, damn it. Damn and drat. So I need amazing dice, but really, what I need is a double 6. What I need is a double 6. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me! No, I do terrible, in fact, getting a total of 8. So they will get to have an 8-inch move / reform. We'll be back with where they end up. Ending up right there, doing an about face and using the remainder of their movement to just using ungodly speed, hellish vigor as it were, the dance macabre. Very nice. All right, so that's the magic phase done. It's combat. We've just got the one combat phase. Yes, down here. No challenges to be had, so it's just swinging, mate.
Yeah.
Flagellants have initiative 3, Graveguard and the Necromancer have initiative 3. So Graveguard will be going first because they won the last round of combat, and then it would be the Spirit Hosts.
The Necromancer.
Well, yes, Graveguard, Necromancer, and then me.
Yeah,
and then Spirit Hosts and the Great Weapon from the Wraith. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Graveguard first, sir.
Yeah, only the champion is attacking.
Correct.
So 2 attacks on 3s.
Get some.
Both of them, and 4s.
Oh, mate. He's
2
woken up.
killing blows.
Yeah, he does. And double killing blow. Amazing.
He did very good job. He's the one who slayed your champion here as well. So
he's the one.
Big plus for this guy.
the keeper of the crypt, mate.
So we have Grigori.
Yep.
Let's see what he's doing.
He hits.
He hits.
On 5s to wound. Oh, mate,
Whoa!
he's done it. Very
He did
good.
the job.
Mate, he's
Perfect.
doing all the work. Amazing.
So you can't reply, really.
No, you've killed the 3 guys
Because-
that would be in base contact with this unit.
only these 2, but they cannot affect the spirit host.
Very much so. So Spirit Hosts next.
8. We need 4s here. Well,
Yeah, 3. Rough.
spirit hosts haven't been very effective in their combat.
They haven't, but they're locked down the unit.
Yeah. But they have locked down an unbreakable unit.
You
so.
did.
And then we need 5s or 6s.
Correct.
Let's see.
Getting one,
we get
mate.
a 5.
There we go. You're
Very
churning your way through this
nice.
time.
Very nice. And then the rate on 3s, right?
Correct. Weapon skill 2 for the flagellants.
Yeah. So we need to see a 3 here.
A single hit.
A single hit.
And a
And then
2.
another 3.
Yes,
to
3.
4,
Yes, absolutely.
And there it
He's
goes.
done it. Very
Wow,
good. You
this-
churned through 5 flagellants that turn, mate.
Yeah.
That was a big round of
Very,
combat.
yeah. I'm very surprised. But yeah.
Grigori getting that one
Grigori,
kill.
I mean, big plus for him.
Absolutely.
I think we can forgive. He was the one who did the miscast, I think.
It was. It
He's
was
forgiven.
Grigori. Very good. The vampire forgives you, Grigori. But that's it. We are, we got beaten solidly, but we are unbreakable, so we need to be beaten to a man. But that is it. That is the end of Vampire Counts, Turn 4. Empire of Man. Turn 5. I do not have any charges to declare because there are none for me to declare, which means we go to rally fleeing troops, and I've got 2 of them to make. We've got the swordsmen here. They are still within the general's leadership, so leadership 9. Yes, they will be rallying. Fabulous. And then Alor, the Amber Wizard, leadership 9. Fantastic. They both rally. These guys will just, I don't know, turn. Now, you know what? Like this. We're banking on that.
Makes sense.
Yep. So that would leave me with remaining moves, which I think is largely speaking the knights. Maybe I'll shuffle these guys a bit, but this is where everything is now. And this is where everything ends up. All right, these boys turned to face here. He rallied. The Grudgebringer cavalry have turned to face their main enemy that is going to be slamming into them next turn. My longbowmen have moved their way up, just trying to get as many of them, hopefully within 30-inch range and line of sight. A bunch of them were block line of sight behind the crossbowmen here, so they have moved to see if they can get any of those little, it'll need 6s to hit for moving in range, but I think there was more value in doing that than leaving them there and having like maybe 2 or 3 of them shoot at 5s. That's it. That's movement phase done. It's magic time. Got my 3 dice, baby. Oh, sorry, 4 dice. I can only really use 3 of them though. And I am going to cast the Corvus, the Crow's Feast, attempting to smash some skellies with some magical crows. Cast on a 7+. Hoyo! And I do get it, mate, on an 11. Would you like to try and stop it?
I will try with 4 dice.
4 dice. Let's see it. Oh no! No, you don't stop it, mate. Amazing. A low roll. It's going to be 2d6 strength 3 hits coming into these skeleton. How many? 7. 7 crows of magic come slamming into the flank of the unit, wounding on 4s. Looks like 4 of them, mate. You'll have 5 up armor saves against them. Oh, mate, you saved 3! Amazing! Oh, they raised the shields. It did. Finally. So, one skeleton gets smashed by magical crows. Yep. Very nice. That's magic phase done. We're back to the shooting phase. I've got to guess me some ranges from that there cannon. All right, I am going to go 47 inches, going right towards the front corner of this guy, and on this line it will bounce through all of this time. Or all of this time? All of them. This time. All right, let's see how I did. I have overshot egregiously. It is landing right here currently. So unless I get the 2, maybe even a 4 would land on the last one, but anything other than a 2 or 4 and I'm sailing straight over the unit. So maybe the boys have got their eye in. Kind of, because I haven't. A 2? A misfire! No! Honestly, it's about time.
It was the right time for it.
It was about time,
Maybe
honestly.
we will see some other ones later.
Yeah, very good. The black powder misfire table, I'm pretty sure 1 and 2 is destroyed, but let's see what we get. Hoyo! And indeed, kaboom! Finally, the cannon, after all of its attempts, explodes, shattering pieces of the masonry and destroying and killing all of the crew, even this man with his fabulous hat and cape.
The cannon did by itself what my bats couldn't do.
Indeed, mate. Excellent. Again, good drama. Love a bit of good drama in a Warhammer game. All right, so then it's time to unload the rest of this stuff into these skeletons. Wow. Let's see how we do. We are going to start with my longbowmen. I'm going to check to make sure they're all in range. All right, the very back man did not make it in range. The rest of them did. They will be hitting on 6s for moving and range. Johan Keeler, however, is hitting on 5s. Nah, damn you, Johan.
He's not hitting.
He is not, mate. And then the rest of them, moving forward to get into range, shooting on the move, hitting on 6s. Very good. Love that. None of them. It makes sense. Moving and shooting bows, it's a tough ask, apparently, while these guys are also, with like magically inflated movement, just whirr. They're just zinging past and not making it. We're down to the crossbowmen. 4 of them do not have vision arc to be able to see. The rest of them do. So that will be 8. Thank you. 8 of them shooting at long range. So we're going Corporal Shepke first. No, not Shepke. It's Corporal Fletcher. Fletcher, you've missed every shot this game. This is your chance. This is your chance at a little bit of redemption here, Fletcher. Hitting on 5s. 5s? 4s! Yeah, Fletcher! You wouldn't have even got it on a 4 there, or a 5. Well done, mate. And then the rest of them, just -1 to hit for range on 5s. One of them. Very good. That was a lot of 4s, though. All right, 2 of them hit. Fletcher's bolt on a 3. Yes. The other gentleman's? No. Fletcher gets the only wound. -1, sir, so a 6-up armor save.
No.
No. Excellent. Fletcher's done it. He's put a wound through, felling a single skeleton. Love that. And then lastly, it is going to be the Hell Blaster volley gun. Let's just make sure you're outside of 12. I'm almost certain you are, but let's make sure. Definitely, yes indeed. All right, so we're doing the long range thing. I've had 1 misfire this turn already. Does that mean that I will not get it for this? Or is it the turn of misfires?
I would like this cannon to imitate his colleague.
I'm sure you would. So they once again, they load up the barrels. It's, cranked around and the other rack. And the boys, they shoot out, getting 1 shot so far, 1 hit. 3 hits for a total of 4, and another 3 for a total of 7. Thank you. 7 hits come smashing into the back of the skeletons at strength 4, wounding on 3s. Amazing, that was a good roll.
Good roll.
For 6 wounds, sir, at -2. That means no armor save. So just 6 of them are smashed to bone meal, crunched and crumbled they tried.
That's been not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad for you.
Mate, as a first showing, this Hell Blaster has been a bloody gem. You're doing great, Hell Blaster. I love you, baby.
I don't.
That's fair, mate. All right, that's the shooting phase done. Not super effective. The Hell Blaster did a great job. These guys, meh. The cannon. Oh, sweet cannon. You've left us too soon. So, it's combat time. We are once again here with the Grave Guard, the doom-filled flagellants, and the spooky boys. It's going to be you again first, mate.
So let's go with the Crypt Keeper.
Indeed. 3s to hit.
3s.
He gets them.
And 4s.
4s. Mate, he gets them both again.
He's the boss of this game.
Mate, he really is. He is just slaying it mercilessly.
Yeah.
He was obviously once a great champion of old.
He was indeed.
Yes.
And then we have Grigori.
Grigori, don't you get a wound this time, Grigori. I'm going to be upset. He hits. Oh no. 5s to wound?
Grigori.
Don't you do it, Grigori. Yes,
No.
very good. Not this time with his
Not
little
this time.
his little rusty spike. Which means I do get 1 attack into Grigori, hitting on a 4. Yes, very good.
The Cursed Book?
You did I got it to 5. Yeah. You're right. I would be hitting on 5s. I did forget the Cursed Book, but I rolled it. Huzzah! And then Strength 3, Toughness 3. We wound on a 4. Do it! No. Yeah. Very good. Anticlimactic. You can swing away with the rest of your attacks, mate.
We have the 8 Spirit Hosts.
Indeed.
We need 4s.
Whoa, that was pretty good.
Well, average.
Yeah, well, average is good these days.
And then we need 5s.
5s indeed, my friend.
Let's look for some 5s here.
Oh, 2 of them.
2 of them.
That's above average right there, my friend.
Not bad at all.
Boom, boom. Very nice. And then it's going to be the
Madam Wraith.
Indeed.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s.
Yeah, right, correct.
1
Just
hit.
1
and
oops.
3s.
Get that later. Wounding on 3s. Yes.
Very nice. Boom. Another one falls. You are churning through the flagellants. 1 doomed, filthy fanatic at a time. But that's it. That is my turn done. I feel like we're coming to the final turn of the game here, ladies and gentlemen, most likely. But this is it. This is the end of Empire. Turn 5. Vampire counts turn 5. Stupidity test? Stupidity test for Dragoslav?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see if the crown of the damned...
Does it still hold sway?
Yeah. Hopefully not, but
Please?
we never know.
No, he's all right.
He's
He's shaken off its influence.
Yeah.
He's got his feet back under him. Declare charges, mate.
Yeah, I think we have 1, so Dragislav unit is gonna charge in the knights.
Very good. Do you want to try this one?
Yeah, I just think so, yeah.
Very good. Declaring a charge against Alor.
The knights will charge Alor and see if they can do something else.
Well, he's going to declare to flee because there's no point in him trying to stand and take that. So he will attempt to run from it instead. And he is going to go 2d6 inches, essentially going... this is a bit of a weird one. Maybe that way. Yeah, that would make sense to stay away from enemy troops. Hiya! He's going 7 inches out. And that is where he ends up, splitting the gap, running that way. So it will be a failed charge for the knights. So they're just going to go 7 inches forward.
7 inches forward.
Yep, lovely. Ending up right here, attempting to chase down the cowardly wizard, but the wizard beating a hasty retreat.
Yeah, I mean, not too coward considering the situation.
Indeed, maybe just, the clever wizard, the one that enjoys living and breathing. All right, that is... see, I should have been facing this way. I could have had a charge right here. Disappointing. But that is that done. Now we go on to remaining moves. This unit charges and aligns to get the most in, which I think will be all of them. Beautiful, there they are. There's no other movement to be done, right? Unless you decide you want to move Kaiser.
Oh, Kaiser is totally fine.
He's happy there?
Yeah, he's happy there.
Very good.
He met some Smurfs in the woods.
It's magic phase time, mate. I only have 2 dice because one of my wizards is fleeing. What are we trying to do here? I imagine some invocates.
yeah, I would say so. Dragislav is definitely trying to increase the rank of his own unit.
Indeed.
At a 7+ with 3 dice.
Getting it.
And
Getting it on a 9. Very good. 2d6.
2d6 of skeletons.
But yeah, do I? A 9, it's probably one of the lower rolls that's going to come out. Yeah, look, I'll try it. I'll see if I can get a 9 on 2d6. Do the fates intervene on the side of the Empire? The Empire! No. Very good. A 5. 2d6 skeletons coming on in, mate. For 10. Amazing.
That's nice.
The ranks are swelled.
Nice.
You maybe just mark them with a 10 for now if you're going to be going for more of them. Sure. And we'll just put them all there at the end.
I'm going with another invocation, this time by Grigori, always on Dragislav's unit.
Yes, on the skeletons. Very good.
Always 3 dice, always 7+.
Fantastic.
And I get it.
Very nice, mate. Another 2d6, joining the ranks of the dead.
8.
Very nice.
So we have 18 here.
Spicy. You got, what, 2 dice left?
I have 2 dice left, with which the good old Kaiser over there is casting another invocation to summon a new unit of 2d6 plus 2 zombies.
Fantastic. Kaiser in the woods, looking to get some zombies.
Trying on a 7, hopefully this time I will get it.
On the 2d6.
And
He's finally done it.
Is.
Very good. 2d6 plus 2 zombies coming onto the field.
7, 9.
9 zombies. All right, let's get all of this risen dead onto the field. And there they are, the freshly risen ranks of the dead. Behind, the many in front. Oh my goodness. And the freshly risen unit of zombies coming hungering for my flanks.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
They love horse meat.
Yeah, they do. That's the magic phase done. It's time for combat, sir.
It is.
Which, do you want to finish that one off?
Yeah, I would probably so.
Very good. This is the final turn of the flagellants. Their final moment. The doom they knew was coming has come to find them at last. All right, swinging out with, once again, the Crypt Keeper.
The Crypt Keeper. Let's see if he can be amazing as it was up to now.
Indeed. Hitting on 3s. He missed one. He's finally tired. That skeletal arm weighed down with gore.
I can't really blame him too much.
No, certainly not. Yeah. Very good. He doesn't manage to do anything. Amazing.
And Grigori, let's see.
Oh my goodness. Gets a hit.
Gets a good hit.
Yep.
And we need a 5 or 6.
Indeed.
And hopefully we'll get it.
Grigori. How
good done, Grigori.
How very dare you, Grigori. All right, well, I'm going to put 1 flagellant into Grigori, hitting on 5s. He hits. Wounding on 4s. At last, I wound Grigori. Love that. Put one of these here. And I'll put the last attack into the Crypt Keeper. See if I can put him down on 5s. No.
Don't the flagellants have 2 attacks?
Oh, they totally do. Yeah. Well, I'll put another attack into Grigori.
Yeah,
Thank you for remembering.
Yeah.
Hitting on 5s. No, very good. And the other one into the Crypt Keeper. On 5s. The Crypt Keeper? Jesus. Very good. I'm glad that we rolled them, even if they weren't necessary. You can do the rest, my friend.
Yeah, the raid is attacking on 3s.
Indeed.
And it's wounding on 3s again. Yeah.
Very good.
This is a 4.
Yeah, absolutely it is. And the unit is finally put down to a man. 15 flagellants churned through over, what, 2 turns, 3 turns?
Yeah, I mean, it was a never-ending thing.
It was, but the
the
job got done.
Yeah, but they kept my graveguard there for such a long time.
Yeah, look, when it came to deploying and the moment I saw where the graveguard going, they were going across from them. So they did their job. They did their job in the end.
They did a really good job.
So here we are. Here we are, the big fight, the one that everyone's been waiting for. It is the massive unit of skeletal spearmen led by Sir Dragoslav von Kurz himself.
Whose dead finger immediately points towards Morgan Bernhardt.
Of course, and being the Grudgebringer himself, he will accept. You know, his great Grudgebringer sword bursting into flame as he points it at the vampire, accepting the challenge and spitting at his feet. Amazing. All right, my friend, let's do it. It's vampire versus man. And man doesn't have a whole lot of chance. But he's going to try, damn it.
Well, I must say that Dragislav up to now has been fairly disappointing.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
He doesn't have like so many trophies from these battles to add to his collection, but he would like to put Morgan Bernhardt's sword to bring it in his crypt.
Yes, bring it back to the castle.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, mate, you are weapon skill 9.
9, so we have 5 attacks, I would guess.
Yes,
on
absolutely.
3.
Absolutely. Oh, mate, you've only missed 1. That's pretty spicy. Your strength 7, because great weapon. So, wounding on 2s. Some 1s here, please?
Please, I think I rolled enough once, haven't I?
Nah.
Apparently not.
Apparently not. At least 1 more, sir. Very good. So, weapon strength 7 is -4. Yes, -4 to my 1-up armor save is 5-up saves. 3 5-up armor saves because we are in full plate armor on a barded warhorse and we do have a shield. I need to save a few of these here. 5-ups. How many of the great weapon wielding vampire attacks bounce from the armor? 1 of them. Not too
Not
shabby.
bad.
I will survive, at least for now. And then I do have a holy relic tucked under my plate mail, which gives me a 4-up ward save. Does the relic turn aside the blows and protect him? All of them!
Oh my god.
The hammer of Sigma. The holy relic turns aside. Amazing. Lucky rolls there. All right.
Very bad. Very disappointing.
Indeed. We are swinging back with the Grudgebringer sword. We are going to be hitting you on 4s. Still, wow. Above average, hitting 3 hits, strength 6 to toughness 5 vampire. We are wounding you in return on 3s. 2 wounds, my friend. 2 wounds have come through. You've got a 1-up armor save.
Yes.
-3 will be 4-up armor saves against these. And it clangs off the flayed hauberk, the full plate mail of the vampire knight. Turns aside the flaming sword. An epic duel, but no blood is spilled. So cool. But wait, I have a horse! On 5s, missing. Oh, it probably would have been 4s, but that's fine. The horse is not able to hit the vampire as it zhooms out of the way. All right, my friend, it's your skeletons next. Now, at this point, you have to decide if you're using your spears or your hand weapon and shield, and it will remain for the rest of the combat.
Yeah, weapon and shield.
Hand weapon and shield.
Yeah.
Not using the spears.
I'm getting the extra armor.
We haven't used the spears once this game.
I haven't used it. But, you know...
You got the option.
Yeah, I got the option, and, you know, I put them so that you could show up your new spearman.
Indeed. This is their second showing. It's wonderful. All right, my friend. Well, they're going first, so you'll have 5 attacks from your spearman.
I guess I need a 4+ here.
Indeed. Yeah, weapon skill 2 to weapon skill 4. Needing 4s. Yeah, not bad.
3.
3 out of the 5. Wounding on... No, 4s. I'm only toughness 3.
Oh.
We're still humans. Still just little human men.
Oops, I
Oh,
didn't
settle
mess, but
down,
two.
sir.
2 wounds.
2 wounds, 2 up armor saves. Boom, and yes, they come clanging off the plate mail. So we will be attacking back with all of our things. 6 attacks coming back from the Inner Circle Knights, hitting on 3s. Very good, missing 2. 4 hits, wounding on 3s because strength 4 Inner Circle Knights. Only getting 2 wounds, sir. You will have 2 5-up armor saves against them.
Let's see how it goes.
No, we do kill
well.
2 skeletons. Boom, boom. They go down. 5 horses on 3s, because weapon skill 3 horses, baby. Yeah, whoa, that's a lot of 6s.
Yeah.
There's some angry horses. The hammer of Sigmar guides our blows. Wounding on 4s. For 2 of them, mate, and you'll have 4 ups, indeed, for the hand weapon and shield.
So one saved.
One saved.
And
Another one is
yeah.
crushed by the clip-clop hooves.
Yes.
All right, sir. Let's do you. You've got 3 ranks and a banner and outnumber.
Yeah.
I did 3 wounds. I have a rank and a banner. That is a tie combat, my friend. A tie.
You have a musician, I guess.
I do.
I don't. So
I win by 1.
you win by 1.
And 1 skeleton does crumble to the combat res.
Yeah.
Amazing. You know,
Not a big deal,
the
but
brave horn blower blows his horn and another one.
yeah.
Very good. Classic. All right. Cool. Not too shabby. But that is it. I held strong here, but finally the Graveguard are unleashed.
The Graveguard are unleashed, but I have to say that Dragislav is very admired by Morgan Bernhardt, the prowess.
Yeah, man, I think at the end of this battle, if he defeats him, he may even offer him the blood kiss. so impressed does he turn him into a thrall, right?
Yeah.
So cool. But that is it. That is the end of Vampire Counts, turn 5. Empire of Man, turn 6, final turn for the Empire. I do have a charge to declare for these Sven Carlson's House Guard are here to potentially turn the tide and charge into the rear of these skeletons. They will need a fear test. I think they're within 12, but I'll have to check. Yeah, come on, let's check.
Check now.
Definitely within 12. They have the leadership of Morgan Bernhardt. They see him in a duel with the vampire. Can they overcome the unnatural fear of the undead? They can! Amazing. They are clearly in range, so they will go boom, slamming into the rear. I don't know how smart this is. I'm maybe just giving you an opportunity to get wounds, but I am negating your ranks.
Yeah.
So I think it's the right choice.
Yeah, I think so too, frankly.
So that is the charge done. We are moving on to, there's no remaining moves. I do have a rally to do for Alor. Alor coming back on a 9. No. He's lost his nerve, good and proper. He will continue to run, beelining 3 inches to the nearest table edge now. So yeah, that way. Yep, just like, okay, he can see what's written on the wind, and he's getting ready to beat a hasty retreat. Fair enough, Alor. I ain't mad at you. I don't think I'm gonna bother moving things. No, nothing to move. So we're going straight into the shooting phase. Starting out with the longbowmen, shooting into the, what are they, Graveguard.
The Graveguard, yes.
Johan. Missing. Good on you, Johan. The rest of them hitting on 5s. Getting a single hit. Oh boy, their bow arms are tired. And wounding on 5s. A wound, sir. You'll have a 4-up armor save against it.
Let's see. No.
We kill one with an arrow. The shame.
Very annoying.
And then 12 crossbows. Starting with Fletcher on 5s. Damn you, Fletcher. Oh no, Fletcher would have been on 4s. And the rest of them on 5s. Getting, 4 of them this time.
Not bad.
Not shabby, boys. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds.
2.
At -1, so 5-up armor saves. No. Very good.
Very bad.
2 of them die. To the bows of cross. Bam! Very nice. The final volley of the Empire. And then the Hellblaster volley gun for its final blast of hell is going to come across here into the Black Knights. Let's see if it can do one more last hurrah. So, halving these because it's over 12 inches. The first shot. Boom! Oh, for 10. That's starting with 5. And then, another 5. And no!
There it is.
Oh boy.
The last dice of the Cannon's game.
Amazing. Great drama. Damn it. Ooh. Classic stuff. The final shot of the final turn. Amazing. So 1 and 2 is destroyed. A bunch of things are bad, but kaboom is pretty amazing. So if I roll a 6 here, everything comes up Millhouse. But let's see. The final shot. Something potentially goes awry, and a 5? A dud. And it is the powder fails to ignite and the barrel does not fire. However, you can continue to fire any remaining barrels in this group of 3 as normal. Yeah. Not too shabby, not too bad. Could have been worse.
Definitely. You still have 10 hits.
Yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Let's roll them up.
Yeah.
10 hits have come out from the first 2 barrels into the flank of these knights. At strength 4, they are toughness 4. We're wounding on 4s. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Not bad.
Average.
That is right on the average. 5 wounds have come through. -2 to their 2-up armor save is 4 ups, my friend. Pop them right here for me. Making 1? The unit is
blown
wiped. Amazing.
Oh,
dude, that's brutal. The final volley of the Hellblaster.
Terrible.
Just boom, 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 and shatters the unit completely.
Yeah.
Turning them to bone meal and plates of patinaed stuff. I don't know, I don't capture this. We only get that in combat, my friend. But it is destroyed. No banner for me, unfortunately. But still, right here is just shattered bone and chunks of metal. Ah, I love you, buddy. You have been amazing. All right. It's combat time, sir, and we do still have an ongoing challenge. You've got a great weapon, which means I'm swinging first this round.
Exactly.
4 attacks from Morgan Bernhardt. Let's do it. Let's get in here another time with the 2 great combatants, Morgan, the General, and Dragislav, the fiendish vampire. We hit him on 4s. Oh,
my goodness.
Wow. We hit all of them. That was a bit atrocious. But we do wound him on 3s. Okay. And there's
very brutal.
There's the
I
balance.
acknowledge.
That's all right. Such is life. Swings and roundabouts, baby. All right, you can swing him back, my friend. 5 attacks.
We have
on
our
3s.
on 3s.
Yes, because he's high weapon skill of a wow. Okay.
Well,
wow.
I'm giving you the favor back,
mate. Tit
He's
for tat.
so impressed by the. He doesn't really want to, you know.
I mean, that round, I've smashed you with my sword 4 times, but none of them finding vital points, just like slamming into hands and shins. And then he swings back at me, but just somehow missing as Morgan Bernhardt is like trotting his horse left and right, swaying in the saddle. Ah, amazing. What a fight.
Yeah.
What a fight. Yeah. So good. And then it will be my swordsman next, because they've charged. Oh, of course. I've got a horse in that combat. Heck yeah, I do. Horse hits. Horse wounds. The horse tramples on his shin. Oh my god. 2 up armor save. 4 up wood save? Do I shatter the shin of the great Dragislav?
With the horse?
With a horse? I do! Oh my god, this duel just went from like amazing to comical. That was ridiculous. He does have 2 wounds remaining.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
That's all good, not a problem at all. Oh god, that was funny. Amazing. The horse, of course, with him, pulling the horse left and right for this duel, the horses at some stage just slammed a hoof through his shin, buckling the armor. And the crown that he like has on his head, instead of saving him, just laughs in his ears.
The horse did what Dragislav and Morgan couldn't do in 2 turns.
Amazing. Yeah. That was so great. The comedy. All right, we've got some swordsmen swinging in the back here. They are hitting on 3s. Ooh, yep, okay. Not great, boys. We get 2 hits. They're wounding on 4s. Come on. A single wound.
I have 4 up.
4 up, indeed. We do kill a single skeleton from the rear rank. We'll just leave them there for now.
Yeah.
And then it will be my knights.
Yep.
6 attacks, hitting on 3s. Not too shabby, getting 4 hits and 3s to wound. Getting 3 wounds, my friend. 3 5-up armor saves.
I would like maybe 1. Am I asking too much?
No, you deserve 1. I'll give you 1, mate.
No.
Okay, no, apparently not.
No.
Go. 3 wounds do come through, and that will leave just the horses. 5 horses kicking out and biting on 3s. Amazing. Because horses are weapon skill 3 to the skeleton's weapon skill of 2. And 4s, a single wound, sir, a 4-up armor save. Very good. You stop the swinging hoof at last. And so... we killed...
I think 1 with the rear.
1 from the rear and 3 from the front.
So,
So you'll just have the champion from the front, and you'll have 4 from the rear.
Yeah, correct. So let's go with the champion.
Champion.
On 4s.
Indeed. Getting a single hit.
1 and 4s.
Indeed. Getting a single wound. A 2-up armor save. No!
Well done, Skelly.
Boom! The skeleton champion puts down a Grudgebringer knight. Very nice.
And then 4.
4 to the rear.
We need 4s here, right?
Correct. A single hit.
And then 3.
Yeah,
4s
4s.
again. Sorry.
That's all right. No wounds. Still, a wound in return was good. All right, mate, let's do me. I did a total of 5 wounds. I have a rank. I have a banner. I have a rear charge.
Yep.
You have a banner. You've done a wound. And you do outnumber.
Yep.
Mate, I am winning by 6. So 6 of these skeleton fiends will be crumbled to the bravery
Yep. Well done.
and the life force.
I
and
acknowledge the value of my opponent.
Thanks, mate. Well in, sir. That was a glorious last turn for the Empire.
It really was.
A glorious final turn. Won't be enough, but still a glorious turn. But that is it. That is the end of Empire. Turn 6. Vampire Counts, turn 6. Final turn of the game. Charges to declare?
I was thinking about it, but probably not.
No, sweet.
Probably not.
No charges. So we go...
We just have the stupidity.
Of course. Yes. Dragislav.
Dragislav. You have disappointed me enough in this game.
Surely not now. Once was enough.
Yeah, I hope. I really hope. Let's go.
Yeah, he's all good. All good on an 8. All right, we will go on to remaining moves.
Yes.
This is where everything is now. And this is where everything ends up. Give us the last turn wrap up, please, sir.
Yeah, basically the spirit hosts have moved forward. So if we had turn 7 and 8, probably they would go towards there, but
Indeed.
we don't. The zombies have, walked a little bit forward too, and and the grave guard over here just turned to face the cavalry.
Indeed, did a reform.
Yeah.
Lovely. That's movement done. The last magic phase, please, sir. I will only have my 2 dice because Alor is still fleeing. Bit sad, Alor.
I will use 3 dice to attempt Van Hel's Dance Macabre on the grave guard.
Very good.
So I would like it to charge that cavalry on the flank.
Yep. All right, mate. Ninna 9.
Yes.
Getting it with very good dice. Getting a 12. Well,
you're taking your chance.
Bloody oath.
Yeah.
I don't think I mind too much if you get more skeletons at this point. It won't make a difference. But keeping them out on my flank might. So, a double 6 is needed. A perfect dispel is my only chance to keep those filthy graveguard out of my flank. Does Sigma intervene in the hands of his men? Will they help? Can he help the realms of men in their time of need? Sigma! Nah, one, but
He
not
helped you
the
50%.
50%, but not enough. Very good, sir. They will get an 8-inch move, which was more than enough for them to just slam into the... Yeah, just pop them in. And then they are slamming into the flank. Ooh, rough stuff. All right, continue, sir.
With my remaining 5 dice, I will use 2. Dragislav uses them for an invocation of Nehek on himself.
To heal.
To heal
How
on
dare
a 3+.
Very good.
Yeah.
Getting it, healing back the shin that was crushed by the horse.
Yeah. And at this point, with my remaining 3 dice, so I'm just making another 7+ invocation to increase the number of skeletons in Dragislav's unit. And
Very good,
Grigori is the one casting it.
Let's see it happen. No.
But it's not
On
happening.
a 5. Very good.
It's not happening.
Grigori's tired.
Grigori's
It's been a
tired.
long
He has a
battle for him.
wound.
Exactly. Sitting over there, staunching,
Yeah.
clutching the wound that was taken by a flagellant. All right, my friend. It's back to the final combat.
Yep.
It's the last turn, the last close combat phase, and we still have an epic duel to resolve. All right, mate. I'm going first,
Yep.
because you have a great weapon. 4 attacks from Morgan Bernhardt. He swings out with his Grudgebringer blade.
We should just check if he's within 6 from the raid.
Definitely. It's just within if a unit's within 6 of him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Indeed, it is in fact all enemy models within 6. So not the unit, but models within 6 that are affected by the cursed book. The whole unit is within 6, so a moot point, but worth noting. So Morgan Bernhardt usually hitting on 4s, but now the power of the magic of the cursed book is shaking his hand as he swings down with the Grudgebringer sword on 5s. And it takes his hand. Honestly, he would have only gotten 1 hit that round anyway, but still, it means no hits for him. His horse will swing on 5s. Nothing. No. Very good. Dragislav will swing out for his final time.
Let's see if in his final round he wants to do what he hasn't done until now.
Indeed. Needing 3s.
Needing 3s here.
Very good. Getting 3 hits.
Yeah.
A reasonable roll.
A reasonable.
And 2s to wound.
2s to wound. Let's see.
Very good. 3 wounds
3
come
wounds.
through. 3 5-up armor saves from his full plate mail. And all of the fixins. Yeah. He makes 1 of them. And then 2 ward saves of 4-up from the Holy Relic of Sigma, tucked underneath his mail. He makes 1, but 1 does go through. Morgan Bernhardt is wounded with 2 wounds remaining. Very nice. The challenge is fought. You can swing out with the Graveguard and whatnot who charge, so they'll be going first. 6 attacks
6
from the
attack
Graveguard.
Graveguard, hitting on 3s.
Indeed.
4 go.
Yep. 4 hits, wounding on 3s, but
and
6s are killing blow.
Let's see, a bunch of 6s.
2 of
Woo!
them, mate.
Great.
Amazing. So 4 wounds in total and 2 killing blows.
Yep.
So 2 come just slamming through using the white blades, just carving through the plate mail like butter straight to their juicy innards. And 2 of them will be going at 2-up armor saves. Hurrah. Very good. Oh. So we bounce 2 off, but 2 of them just like wraith-like, just swarm straight through, killing the brave knights. Speaking of wraith-like, wraith time.
Yes. I assume I need a 4 to hit?
Indeed, yes. I am weapon skill 4, nothing for him.
Nothing's happening here.
Alright, so then I'll get to strike back with all of my peeps. Nothing will be able to come across because you've killed the 2 guys in base contact, so it will just be 5 attacks coming back into the front of the spearmen. And I'll put 1 of them into the champ. on 3s? No, it would be 4s now because of the cursed book. We miss, and the rest of them into the rank and file on 4s. Very good. 3 hits at 3s to wound. 3 wounds, sir, at 5 up armor saves, because -1 for strength 4. You do make 1.
A single one.
Indeed,
So
2 skeletons are going down. And then it would be the 5 horses.
Yes.
5? No, 4 horses, because you have killed one from the front rank.
Right.
4 horses on 4s. Yes, on 4s, because it would usually be 3s. 2 hits and 4s to wound. A single wound, sir. A 4 up armor save. Yes, it clangs off the ancient shield.
This wasn't too rusty.
Yeah, exactly. And then 5 attacks from these gents. Let's see how many of them are in the 6-inch range here.
All right, that's correct.
3 of them are affected by the cursed book, and 2 of them are alright. So the 3 affected by the cursed book will be hitting on 4s. Very nice. And the other 2 on 3s. Heck yeah. Wounding on 4s with their swords. 3 wounds, sir, at 4 up armor saves. Oh, you make 2 of them. Nicely done.
Yep.
But one more does fall. Where do you want to swing first, front or back?
It's pretty much the same, but I can go to the front. So I will have
champion plus 1 more, so 3 attacks.
needing force to hit
Yes. Oh, getting all the hits. Amazing.
and force to wound.
Correct. Because they are just tough as 3 humans. 2 wounds, 2 up armor saves. Yes, bangs off the knight's mail.
Not surprising.
And then I only killed 1 from the back,
Yeah, so I have 4.
4 from the back. This is where things are going to go
Again on
pear-shaped.
4s.
Very nice. We're rolling hot in the final turn.
Whoops.
And 4s to wound. No wounds. All right, and that is it. After all is said and done, let's do you, my friend. You have done a wound in the challenge. The Graveguard put 2 knights down with killing blow. You have a flank charge, and you've got 2 ranks from the Graveguard unit. And you have a banner. So that gives them a total of 7. Now, I did 3 wounds in response, killing 3 of the skeletons. I have a banner. My ranks are disrupted, so no ranks, but I do have a rear charge. Is that it? It does look like it. I'm going to do it again just to make sure. So after recounting, I did in fact lose by 2 because I forgot the point for being outnumbered. So that will mean that the Sven Karlsson's swordsman will break and flee automatically because the outnumber and losing combat. However, the knights are immune to psychology, so are immune to all of the effects of fear, so they will have to take a leadership test. So let's do their leadership test. Leadership 9 down to leadership 7, -2. Can they hold for the final turn, or will their nerve finally break? The Grudgebringer cavalry, Morgan, Bernhardt. They hold. Fantastic.
Well done.
Yes, indeed. Their nerve does not break, and the Sven Karlsson's house guard will run a total of 8 inches. Ending up right there. And that is it. That is the end of the game. Dear Jiminy. That was a big one. It does look like it's most likely a Vampire Count's victory. We'll tally the points, but it's looking like the Empire of Man were not quite what they needed to be to hold them back. But there it is, guys. It was a really close game in the end. I tell you what, on something like Term 2, I pretty much, basically as soon as I lost my Battle Standard Bearer and my main unit of infantry, I thought the game was a wash. It turned out to be a lot of fun and a really close one from there. My despair was not warranted. So we'll tally the butcher's bill, and we'll have a quick chat about this in the post-game. And there it is. There it is. After tallying the butcher's bill, it is 581 points of difference in favor of the vampire counts, making it a minor vampire count victory in the end.
Still a victory.
Yeah, bloody oath it is, mate. Good game, dude.
Great game.
Good
Thank you
game.
so
That
much
was-
for hosting me and for being so nice. It was really an amazing day, and really all of you around who are thinking of hitting up Stos and organizing a game with him, do it.
Aw.
It's really worth it.
What a glowing review,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
Thank you so much. That's super
but
wonderful of you
it's
to
true.
say.
It's
It was lovely. It was such a good game.
Yeah.
Such a good game. And, always good to play with such a fun opponent. Right back at you, man. You were a joy to play with. So
Thank you so much.
So this was, what a fantastic game, ladies and gentlemen. Some great moments. Some huge swings, and it was really a game that did kind of ebb and flow into different people's favor, which are the best games of Warhammer.
Very much balanced.
Totally. And it's those close games where someone has the upper hand and then it goes to the next person. Those are the games that we live for as Warhammer players, because they're nail biters, they're fun for both people. Even games where I just absolutely smash and absolutely destroy people, it's fun because it's always fun to win, but it's nowhere near as fun, right? Because a big portion of the game you're sitting there being like, oh, sorry, bud.
Trying to refrain a little bit.
Yeah, from being like, ha ha! There's a bit of showing compassion to your opponent. So, but when the game is close on both sides, everyone just gets to enjoy their victories and man. And this was one of them. This is one of those beautiful games of Warhammer. So so good. What were some of the big moments and some of the big things that went right or wrong? One that definitely stands out now at this point was that failed stupidity check for Dragislav.
It definitely was. The crown of the dead.
So good.
Yeah.
Finally overtook him. The failed leadership test, even for having him overrunning into the back, still kind of stymied his ability. Dragislav had some issues this game, ladies and gentlemen. This was definitely not the best showing for him.
No.
He's had a couple of rough games now, and this was one of them.
Maybe he's tired because he's playing too much.
Yeah, exactly. He's been seeing a little too much of the table. This is his second battle report in a row.
Yeah.
So it's a bit rough for him at the moment, but
we still love him though.
Yeah, of course. There's always love for Dragislav.
Exactly.
Dragislav. That was brutal and hilarious. But honestly, that changed from being a smashing defeat to keeping it quite close.
Yeah.
Because had he not failed that stupidity check, he was charging me in the flank in that round and just, more than likely smashing my cavalry, driving them from him.
And also I would say another significant thing was your cannon destroying my
the Black Knights. A huge equalizing point at that point in the game.
That would have been an interesting flank charge for me.
Oh man, it would have been a devastating flank charge.
Yeah.
Getting hit in the flank with Black Knights at that stage would have just crippled that unit.
I mean, that cannon I think was really perfect this game.
Man, exactly. What an amazing showing for a freshly painted model.
Yeah.
The
it really took
Hellblaster.
the stage.
It did, yeah. It stepped out there, no nerves, no first game nerves, and just freaking bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, I think that some dwarven cannons have something to learn, right?
You're bloody right, mate. I hope my dwarves up on the shelf were watching this being like, oh no, look at the manlings go, oh no. And they're up there polishing and oiling their cannons, being like, we need to do better, this is not good enough. Yeah, so they got something to prove now after the Empire of Man showing them up with cannons.
Yeah.
So good. I don't know. I was relatively happy with my initial deployment. The flagellants very much did their job, keeping the Graveguard out of the fight as much as possible. Even was decent.
Thanks to the Crypt Keeper, it didn't last as much as it could have.
Bloody oath, man. That Crypt Keeper was just swanging, was out there with that Tomb Blade just
as the cannon was the star of your army, the Crypt Keeper was the star of mine.
Bloody
today,
oath,
I would
man.
say.
Bloody oath. A champion of old, raised anew, and still just imbued with all of his old martial prowess.
Yeah.
So sick. I love that. The cannon, my cannon up in the tower, hilariously exploding after, to be honest, my guess ranges were not great this round, or this game. They were a bit off. I'm a bit rusty. It's been a long time since I've had to be doing guess ranges, and it showed.
But he still carved out a bit my knights, so it did something.
Yeah, he got a couple of them. He took focus over to that corner from things like the fell bats and stuff like that. So that was pretty decent.
Yeah.
It blowing up when it did, hilarious. I love that. So good.
The spirit hosts did their job, I think.
Absolutely. Yep, they held down
They
my
didn't
unbreakable
crumble out
unit.
of combat res, so...
Yeah, they were still here at the end of the game, and that is rare for spirit hosts.
Yeah.
So good job, spirit hosts.
The raid wasn't very effective in combat, but again, the Cursed Book, I think...
Cursed Book. Cursed Book did some good stuff.
Did some good stuff.
Absolutely. As soon as it was getting into aura range, it was doing, it was stopping a bunch of attacks coming back when they could have been. So Cursed Book did a great job. I, right at the start, miffed my rangers with my cavalry on the camera left flank and just trotted them into charge range. That was a big bungle. Again, to be honest, my guess ranges have never been perfect, but that was a big bungle, so, that one hurt. But such is life, that's the way it goes. But it felt great to play some 6th edition again, to be honest.
It did.
I loved it. I love this edition still. It took a lot less flipping through books to figure out what was happening, because obviously I'm much more familiar with it. But even when I did have to flip through books, I was able to find the rule that I needed so fast, because the book is laid out pretty decently. Anyone that's read the old world rule book, to find the rule you're looking for can be rather difficult at times, the way it's scattered throughout the entire thing in multiple places. So that was refreshing. It was refreshing to either just know the rule, or when I was like, what is that? Found it real quick. That was nice. I loved playing proper magic phases again. I had missed a real magic phase with power pools and dice, and the mini game of being like, do I spend them on this? Do I draw out his dispel dice with that? Do I hold off?
And I also think until your fire wizard was slain, I mean, your magic was pretty effective.
Yeah, relatively effective. Even though I was, on the downslope of magic, it's not like I was just being slapped with the hand of magic, because I was a bit less.
You were doing your thing.
Yeah, man, I was still throwing out fireballs, I was throwing out things, I was dispelling spells when I felt like I really needed to.
Yeah.
But yes, the one fellbat chasing down and tearing the throat out of Luther Flamestrike.
He did a great job.
So good.
But he was avenged eventually by the cannon.
Indeed, a nice grape shot to the face as he came flying up to the tower. They just turned him and boom, and just shattered it into nothing. So cool. Yeah. Some really great cinematic moments in this game, and that's what I am all about when it comes to Warhammer. I enjoy the tactical nature of playing the game, and I enjoy, fighting games where there's a win and a lose and all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, what I love the most is the images and the spectacle that it conjures in my mind. My imagination turns these models to life and shows me these moments in vivid detail in the most gory and disgusting way, because that's what I'm about, baby, and that's what gets it for me. So I love it, and it was great. What a great game, mate.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Bloody oath.
I wish I could have stayed a few days more for another battle, but such is life.
That's it, buddy. But we did manage to get one in, so hell yeah.
Yeah.
How great is that?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed this game. If you did, even to a little bit to the point that we did, smash a like on the video, guys. Liking the video does huge amounts for the reach of the video. It's going to push it out to other people. So if you're already subscribed, if you want to just smash a like on the video for me, that will do huge things for it. Hell, if you're not subscribed, smash a like on the video. If you aren't subscribed, consider becoming a subscriber. If you've gotten to this point and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, what are you even doing? Hit that button, people. The time is now. Become one of the legions of subscribers as we grow ever on to glory. If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member. If you want to come in for a game, don't forget, hit me up on the Rogue Element Facebook page or send me a message on my Instagram and we'll get it happening. Follow me on my Facebook and my Instagram. Links in the description. But until next time, I'm Stos.
I'm Alessandro.
Happy wargaming! And be good to your mother. Oh man, I cooked that at the end. That was shocking. Sorry, bro.